hanging from a thread till you dead, cause your partner put a price on your head, cause your chick was laying up in his bed. She getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale, a fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show all your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, a soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I'll survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, stray bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shivering, it's a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence, dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers will shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving. What is poppin', people? Welcome back to Shy Ill Reacts. I am your host, Shy Ill, and we are back in the building. Salute to you for joining me on this lovely hump day afternoon. Appreciate y'all. Hope everybody's out there getting that money. Million. Right, get it how you live. If you get it at home, if you get it at the gig, whatever it is, get it. All right, salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Welcome back to another episode
of Shy Ill Reacts. What's popping, y'all? Salutes. Shout out 298. Was up in the chat early. Shout out Shannon. Zoraida. Salutes 298. Ricky Bobby was the third like. What like number are you? Because I've seen 15, 16 people coming out of here, and that shit's been at 5, or it just turned into 6. Hit that like button, man. Huh? Start this shit off right. Salutes Ricky Bobby on the check-in. Appreciate you. Shout out HG. Good morning. Like number 3. Real bad man. Salutes to Pooh. Shout out Velez on the check-in. Appreciate you. Guillermo Pop. Pure Art. All right. I think we're caught up. Salutes. Shout out Ricky Bobby. Listening at work. Getting that money.
Millions.
What is popping? Hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope everybody had a great start to their week. I haven't talked to y'all since what? Friday? We've been dropping stuff. We've been dropping videos, for sure. That's for sure. At least on Mondays and at least on weekdays. On the weekends it's rough, but I'm gonna start putting up longer content on the weekends, the 30-minute shit, the hour-long shit. Shout out Pop Out of Stoner on the check-in. Greetings and salutations. Salutes. I'm trying to figure out what's that. Oh, okay, I see it. I see the leaf. Boom. Shout out Pop Out of Stoner. Appreciate y'all. We're going to cover a couple things today. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Let me see. I wanted to cover conversation that Camilo had with supposedly El MAYO's grandson. I already have a, well, first of all, he's a kid happy to be a Cartel grandkid, so I already have my idea of who he is as a person. And then there was the time that, his grandfather got snatched up, and he told his guy, Luis Chaparro, because, he's Luis Chaparro's source. But he gave him some bad information that time and told him, oh, my grandfather turned himself in so that he could finish the story and get my, and see his son again and all that horse shit. You know what I mean? That same kid is having a conversation with Camilo. For those that don't know, Camilo is a guy that comes from a fast food franchise dynasty, I guess you could call it. And he had problems with the mini leak. They talk shit back and forth. He had a problem with Oakland leaks. They talk shit back and forth on the internet. And it got to the point where supposedly La Maíza told him to keep his mouth shut and were coming after him. So now he's having a conversation with a guy that I don't expect too much truth from, Mayo's grandson. You got a conversation with him, so we'll check that out. I also want to check out an interview from Mike, not an interview, but a video from a dude named Mike G, soldier. And he has a story about 180,000 round ammunition haul that was captured in the United States that seems to have some kind of, might, I guess, according to him, have some kind of cartel-bartel connection. So we'll see about that. Again, hundreds up in the chat for y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. If you have yet to hit the like button, please do so. All right, don't cost you nothing but a little kinetic energy of the thumb. While I'm here, I'm also going to let y'all know we have new videos out. Again, I can call it when a video is definitely, like, there's some where you never know, oh, that video, you didn't think that one was going to get that many views, but it get that many views and shit. But I know which ones for a fact are not getting all the views. And they're the ones that have to do with something tragic that happens to somebody innocent. People don't care about innocent kids. People care about if their favorite rug lord got smoked or not. You know what I'm saying? So when I put out videos about kids that were caught in the crossfire of cartel violence or bartel violence, when I tell those stories, when I tell the stories of the Santa Miriams and the Don Alejos that fight back, I know for sure. I can call it the kind of views I'm gonna get for that. And it's pretty disgusting. It helps me lose faith in humans quicker. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. It helps me lose faith in humans quicker because they ain't trying to hear the truth. They want to hear the exciting story. They want to hear the story of the action and the adventure. Well, you too pussy for that action and adventure. You're not gonna go out and get that action and adventure. So maybe that's why you don't want to hear about the tragedy. Well, the tragedy's part of that. See, you claim to want that life, but tragedy's part of that. So I'm going to drop this right here in the chat. Y'all could put this in y'all playlist. All right? This is the story of Dana Sofia Perez Rocha and how Mika Trevino, supposed journalist for Cartel Insider, used her name. All right? There's that. And I'm going to drop this. This next one is D. Put both of these in your playlist for later, for when we get off this live. This is here. This is... I should have put the titles, but it is what it is. Take these links. This is Walgreens' role in the opioid crisis. All right? Walgreens just paid a $350 million settlement to the United States. Why? Because they got caught selling dope. Not only did they get caught selling dope, but they get to continue to sell dope. No repercussions. Nothing. All right? Now, if you ask me, that's terrorist activity, what they did between 2012 and 2023. But there's the video. Go check it out. Share them. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, again, I can guarantee you which videos will be the ones that do not get love, and they're the ones that have to do with unalived children by bitch-ass, punk, pussy-grown adults. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Shout out Valencia Rocha.
Oye, y el Rocha. Y el Rocha. Bueno, y el Rocha.
All right, that's one thing I learned about this audience. The quiet, the ghost watchers. Now, I'm not speaking of the chat or whatever, but the ghost watchers. They don't give a shit about no kids. They don't give a shit about no kids. I want to show y'all the new graphic. I'm going to be dropping a timer. This is the new graphic right here for when the wheel is up. All right, when the bar is open and the wheel is up, this will be the wheel. You can hit that, you can scan that QR code. Drop a dono there. Boom, that wheel will be popping. It'll have a timer as well underneath it. Just showing y'all. Bar is not open. But when it does open, this is what it'll look like. All right? That graphic will pop up. Timer will pop up. And we go from there. Salutes to y'all. All right? Shout out 298, number 1. I appreciate you. I follow him 2 times. Loads of 180,000 rounds and miniguns. Busted Chapo out. Former special forces. She's talking about Mike G, y'all. Yesterday there was a deadly confrontation in El Lota, MS Turf. I mean, there's confrontations everywhere, man. Over there, when it comes to that. Salutes Mana on the check-in. When it comes to that, that war, I can't keep up. But yeah, their turf, whatever. Guerra, war. Innocent people locked down in their cribs. Can't move and shit. I also have the Luis Conriquez band Corridos concert where they tore some shit up. I got my play-by-play of that fight. That'll be dropping not long after this live stream today. Okay, cool. All right. What else? So I think that's it, man. I think we're going to go from there. But yeah, I have that article right here, Mana, so I'm going to talk about that too quickly, but we'll get to it. More bodies found in more clandestine graves. All right. South Culiacan. There's a lot of headlines, but Again, hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Let's get it. What comes first today? Let's get to this. I gotta translate this Camilio stuff. Shout out Zoraida for dropping this in the Discord. She dropped that shit in the Discord yesterday. Where's it at? I just lost it. Here it is. All right. It's a video with supposed source of. Hold on. Raven. Shout out Raven. Hey everybody, salute Raven Jefferson on the check-in. I appreciate you. All right, boom. Rocha.
Oye, y el Rocha.
All right, let's get it.
Rocha.
We're gonna jump into
Bueno, y
this
el
Camilo
Rocha.
story. Right, I'm here to just
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend.
do hood rat stuff for my friends. Body cam videos of shitty parents neglecting their kids, abusing them. I've been picking some winners. Salutes. All right, that channel might be more for that kind of stuff, you know. But this audience needs to hear the, the Dana Sofia Perez Rocha stories. But yeah, there's no lack of bad parenting on the Ill Crimes channel. For those that are not subbed up to the Ill Crimes channel, sub up over there on the Ill Crimes channel. I do body cam and true crime. Again, we cover things on the live stream here. I edit them and put them on the respective channels, going forward. So let me drop Ill Crimes for y'all, so y'all can sub up there. And we'll get to it. We're gonna get to this this Camilo video. Lost. Here it is. Bow. All right, hit the like button, y'all. Let's get it. All right, me llamó el nieto de Mayo Zambada, la fuente del periodista Luis Chaparro. I got a call from the grandson of Mayo Zambada, the source of Luis Chaparro. All right, salutes to y'all. Honey's up in the chat for y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. I just want to do.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend.
Hood rat stuff for my friends. Salute my brother Ocho. Boom. Let's get it. All right, got these English captions on over here.
A ver si muy cabrón. No, cabrón. ¿Ves cómo eres? Te digo y te sostengo, pero ves cómo te amparas, te creí más bien.
All right, so he's showing conversations here where he says he's getting hooked up with the guy, I guess. And he's trying to prove to everybody. I don't know what that means. There's a shout out Velez. He said, which grandson? El Pato? The duck? Or the, I don't know which grandson. It has to be the one that told him the bullshit when the old man got popped off. But we'll look into it. Let's see. We about to hear him. He sounds like a dramatic. And he sounds like he wants to be in the game. He sounds like he thinks he's a Marvel supervillain and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But whatever. I'm reading this text here. Listen, it's hard, bro. It's hard listening to native Mexicans when you're not Mexican. Listening to native Mexicans just have banter back and forth. The shit's crazy, bro, to keep up with. It's just like listening to two native Ricans, two native Cubans. That shit moves fast, and there's all kind of made up shit, made up words. So we gonna get it. But he's sitting here trying to show everybody, look, this is where I got the information from. You know? Okay. Shout out Velez. He said, no, not the Rainbow Pato. I think there's one they call Pato. Okay. All right. Salutes up Russian on the check-in. He said the same grandson who talked to Luis Chaparro. That's what Camilo seems to claim. Camilo's claiming he got a call from Mayo Zambada's grandson, La Fuente, the source of Luis Chaparro. Again, not a great source. I don't even look at Luis Chaparro as a source for information anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because of shit like that. You know? We know now that the old man did not turn himself in. And we know that when the old man got snatched, supposedly reported by Luis Chaparro, it was the grandson that told him, "Oh no, my grandfather. What kind of man do you know that would do what my grandfather did and stand down so he could see his children and all?" Yeah, miss me with that bullshit. We find out the truth later. Nobody backtracks. Nobody says nothing. Everybody just goes silent. That's what we expect out of these journalists and out of some of these cartel guys too, because it's like, man, this sounds like clout sometimes. So let's get it.
A ver si muy cabrón. No, cabrón. Ves cómo eres, te digo, y te sostengo, pero ves cómo te amparas, te creí más vivo.
See who's more badass. I tell you I support you, but you see how you protect yourself. I thought you were
Pero
smarter.
evidencia de que luego dicen que no se meten con inocentes.
He said, I put it here.
Yo le puse. Pero evidencia de que
I put
luego
it there,
dicen
but evidence of.
que no se meten con inocentes.
Pero evidencia de que luego dicen que no se meten con inocentes y van incendian y incendian 6 pollos cuando yo estoy. I don't even know that word. De mi familia desde hace mucho y no son intereses míos. See, I don't understand what the fuck he's talking about. But he's saying, they say they don't mess with innocent people. And then he says something to the effects of, they do mess with innocent people. We know innocent people catch hell all day, every day out there. All right, let's get it. Excuse my poor translation, but it's you got to understand where I'm coming from. Only my natives in here that could tell me exactly what it, because they just be back and forth, and the editing is horrible. He's just cutting. This shit is sloppy. You'll see.
Meten con inocentes, es lo único que han hecho.
He said they're messing with innocent people. That's all they've done.
Vamos a ver aquí. Y ese audio que me manda es Luis Chaparro,
Okay, let's see here. And that audio that he sends me is Luis Chaparro,
periodista.
¿Qué tal, viejo? ¿Sabe
the
que
journalist. What's up, old man?
que ese número que le pasé no está en WhatsApp, nomás lo tengo en la aplicación Signal. No sé si
So he's
usted...
playing audio. The grandson is playing an audio of Luis Chaparro for Camilo so that he could kind of prove to him that he's who he says he is. Right? I don't know how much proof that is. All in me on the internet, even the things that I study and the businesses that I study on my own time, away from my live streams, even there, people are spinning shit and lying and you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of, I think we've reached the peak.
tenga esa aplicación para poder comunicarnos por
So
ahí.
what Luis Chaparro's saying doesn't matter. He just wants you to know and hear Luis Chaparro's voice, so you know that, hey, dude was here. You know what I mean? Or this is legit. This is not just some troll on the internet. This ain't one of the trolls stuck in the fucking. Put him in the fucking bench,
De manera segura. Si no, ahorita me busco otro teléfono que tengo ahí en WhatsApp.
Aquí viene lo más importante para que vean que, porque hace rato me dice el pendejo.
He said, here's the most important thing, because people keep calling me an idiot and this and that.
Que son falsos. Ahí está.
The idiot has been telling me for a while that they are fake. The idiots have been telling me for a while that they're fake.
Aquí quiero que vean. Ahí está. Los correos. Cuando manda a grillonautas. Para que vean que sí es él, que no es nada inventado.
Right, so he's even showing him emails where he's sending information to Guilonautas, which is a YouTube channel that we watch, which I need to understand the origin of that name. Because, I mean, it sounds like a Yohan Grillo situation, if you ask me.
Que él es quien habló, quien él es.
So he's proving to Camilo, and Camilo's proving to you that this guy is legit. This is the guy. This is Mayo's grandson right here.
Alto mando de la facción de la Malliza. Ahí está el correo. Vamos a seguir.
So there's the
¡Ay, la
emails.
Malliza! ¿Cómo dice? La Malliza.
Ay, la Malliza. Siempre tan optimistas, tan sonrientes en sus videos, tan desconectados de la realidad.
Un terrorista, con esto, un chismollito, no sé qué. ¿Qué pasa, pendejo?
¿Creen que a mí no me da coraje?
See, it's all chopped up and shit. Now he's actually talking to the kid. And his new thing is to put up all these AI cartoons and shit. It's just a shit show of a show.
Sonrientes en sus videos, tan desconectados de la realidad.
Un terrorista, con esto, un chismollito, no sé qué. ¿Qué pasa, pendejo?
¿Creen que a mí no me da coraje?
So you think I don't get pissed off? Oh, let me lower this.
Que me mandan un cabrón decapitado que ni conocía yo.
He said, you think it don't piss me off that you send somebody with their dome knocked back, somebody that I don't even know, meaning somebody's dome detached, all right? You don't think I get angry that they send me some dome detached that I don't even know? I don't even know who the guy was.
No.
Okay, now you have the grandson, supposedly, right? Telling him, Camilo, eso es Nini, no fui yo, wasn't me. And Nini did that shit to you, right?
Con esto, un chismollito, no sé qué. ¿Qué pasa, pendejo?
¿Creen que a mí no me da coraje? Que me mandan un cabrón decapitado que ni conocía yo, ni sabía quién verga era.
Camilo, ese fue el Nini, no fuimos nosotros.
No. Hey.
He said, that was a Nini, it wasn't us. Right? That was a Nini, it wasn't us. I thought when I heard it the first time, I thought he said mini leak. He said that was a Nini, not us. So for those that don't know, a Nini was, security for the Chapitos. Right? So this is the Maísa blaming the Chapitos, right? Boom.
Ese fue el Nini, no fuimos nosotros.
No.
See, this says it Nini. But I think he said it Nini. And here's the problem. With all these mistakes and all this is how people have conversations and how these conversations go left because the information is so fucking thrown together, half AI, half assholes, half this, half that. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so.
Camilo, ese fue el Nini, no fuimos nosotros.
No. Hey.
That was Nini, not us. Now watch what Camilo says.
Cuando me mandan el decapitado y dice, aquí te manda a saludar el MF.
When they sent the dome, they said, here we send you a message and greetings from the FF. I mean the MF, the Maito Flacos. Okay? The Maito Flacos. So dude told him that wasn't us, that was them. And he said, no, y'all took credit for that. And then watch.
Bueno, sí fuimos nosotros, pero...
Well, yes, it was us. You just told him it was at Nini, dog. You just told him it was at Nini. You said this is hard to watch and understand. Yeah, for us too. I'm trying to make sense of it. He's talking about mini leak. Quite possible. It says Mini there, but I'm hearing Nini. I don't know. There's too many Ninis and all these soft ass names in this game. All right. But anyways. He said, yeah, it was us. After he said, no, it wasn't. Mini or El Nini, it ain't the Maitos, right? So, read it and watch it now.
Que me mandan un cabrón decapitado que ni conocía yo, ni sabía quién verga era.
Camilo, ese fue el Nini, no fuimos nosotros.
No. Hey. Cuando me mandan el decapitado y dice, aquí te manda a saludar el MF.
Bueno, sí fuimos nosotros, pero ve lo que estás diciendo tú. Ay, pinches mitómanos. Sí.
Eso dice.
So what are we talking about here? Are we talking about a time when Mini Leak was actually? So we're saying it's not a Nini, right? Tunane said it makes perfect sense to me. Well, there you go. Then get your ass on the channel and make it make perfect sense for us. So he's talking about Mini Leak, right? Okay. So is this what Mini Leak was working with Maito Flaco? Because 1 minute dude says, yeah, Mini Leak sent you that. And he said, nah, y'all took credit for that. And then he said, yeah, we sent that to you. What is that? Come on, man. That MAYO was the reason I discovered the channel. Shout out to MAYO. Nathaniel. You got to relax, bro. Came in here like a wrecking ball, bro.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Let's see. Nini was arrested. Shout out to Omar Carranza. Nini was arrested long before that domed video they sent Camilo. Okay. So then forget Nini then. It was Minnie. I don't know, bro. It's bad quality. It's all kind of different language. And supposedly the only dude that knows how to talk this shit is 298. Big Brother's listening, folks. Yeah, what'd you say? Signal's no good either? Signal's trash? Yer came in here to just take a shot at us and bounce. Makes perfect sense to me. The voices are hilarious. It's me, Mini Leak. He basically saying we did it, but Mini Leak put the hit out. Okay. So it wasn't us. It was him. See, that's not how it was said. That could be an interpretation. Too. See, that's what we don't understand. We take interpretations sometimes and we make that shit official, and it's like it's not.
Saludar el MF.
Bueno, sí, Mini, no fuimos nosotros. Camilo, ese fue el Mini, no fuimos nosotros.
No. Ey, cuando me mandan el decapitado dice, aquí te manda a saludar el MF.
Bueno, sí, fuimos nosotros, pero ve lo que estás diciendo tú. Ay, pinches mitómanos. Sí.
Oye.
See, this translation is off.
Eso dicen de mí.
Te estoy diciendo que Ocra.
You see, then it just cuts to something else. It's horseshit.
Nosotros, pero ve lo que estás diciendo tú. Ay, pinches mitómanos. Sí.
Oye, eso dice.
So I don't know if he called him a liar or what he called him right there. Hit the like button, y'all. I don't know what he said. Then it cuts to this.
Diciendo que Ocra, es más, si quieres grabar lo que te estoy diciendo.
No.
Tiene un diario que le está dejando Damaso porque se lo dejó hace
Okay, this guy is saying that Mini Leak Damaso left Oakland Leaks a diary in which Oakland Leaks gets his information, and that he left it to him. He's been had it, and that's where he pulls for information from. I don't know how that sounds.
Más de 2 años.
2 years they say he's had that diary. The guy who's Oakland Leaks said Oakland Leaks, that don't matter. What matters is that Damaso left him a diary.
Sí.
Oye, eso dicen de mí.
Te estoy diciendo que Ocra, es más, si quieres grabar lo que te estoy diciendo.
No.
Tiene un diario que le está dejando Damaso porque se lo dejó hace más de 2 años. Y ese diario es el que usa él para dar las narrativas, y te lo digo aquí.
He said that diary is the one that he uses to give his narratives, and I'm telling you here, if you're recording this.
Grabado, te lo digo otra vez. Ocra, tú sabes que estás mintiendo.
Ocra, you know you're lying.
Muchas de las cosas que dices son cosas que te está dejando. Cada que visitas a tu papá.
Because much of the things that you say are things he's leaving you.
Una vez al mes porque aún no logra la cautelar.
Every time you visit your dad once a month because he still hasn't gotten the video call injunction. I guess, I don't know what the fuck is going on over here, bro. This sounds like a bunch of horse shit, if you ask me. Sounds like a kid talking to an asshole and they ain't talking about shit. Okay, Oakland gives information from Damaso to the internet. So fucking what?
Oye, locos, me quisiera atrever a decirte que yo meto las manos, güey, porque eso yo sí.
And then it cuts to something else.
Tú sabes que estás mintiendo, porque muchas de las cosas que dices son cosas que te está dejando. Cada que visitas a tu papá una vez al mes, porque aún no logras la cautelar de la videollamada. Y es más, lo de los pollos locos, me quisiera atrever a decirte que yo meto los...
Now he's talking to the Pollo Locos. I guess I don't know who the fuck he's talking about. The family, the franchise. I would like to dare to tell you that I put my hands in. I know it was very careless, but out of anger. That perhaps you don't understand. I'll tell you who's not gonna be angry.
Okay. Okay, pero...
I don't understand this, bro. It's kind of frustrating to me. I'm getting upset. I don't even want to cover this fucking video no more. So one of y'all in the chat either clear up what the fuck they're talking about. I'm gonna throw this whole shit out.
Okay. Ok, pero porque ustedes tienen poder, son los únicos que tienen, o sea, son los únicos que se pueden sentir ofendidos y son los únicos que se pueden enojar. No, qué verga, o sea. Si yo me sintiera ofendido, ¿crees que te estaría la mano? No, pero quiero que entiendas una cosa. La facción de ustedes depende de muchísima gente, que muchísima gente muchas veces por quedar bien.
Are they arguing? Is that what they're doing? Is he telling Camilo, if I get mad, bro, I'll break some shit around here. And Camilo's telling him, bro, you know what I'm saying? Fuck are you talking about? Like, what's happening here?
Siento que yo meto las manos, güey, porque eso yo sí sé que fue mi ordenado, pero por un enojo que a lo mejor tú no debes de comprender, pero yo te digo, a quien no le va a enojar, güey, que le está diciendo que culo.
Okay.
He called somebody a homo. Is he talking to him? He said, who's not going to be angry today is the culón. He's talking about Camilo?
Ok, pero porque ustedes tienen poder, son los únicos que tienen, o sea, son los
He said, because you people have power, you're the only ones who could be offended.
que se pueden sentir ofendidos y son los únicos que se pueden enojar.
You're the only ones that could get angry, huh?
Qué verga, o sea.
Si yo me sintiera ofendido, ¿crees que te estaría dando la mano?
No, pero quiero que entiendas una cosa. La facción de ustedes depende de muchísima gente, que muchísima gente muchas veces por quedar bien van y hacen una mamada. A mí me la quisieron hacer. No a mí. O sea, quisieron.
He said there's a lot of people that'll hold it down for y'all, basically, and they try to do it to me.
Hacerlo parecer como si fuera una sangre.
They wanted to make it look like a robbery.
Y que ahí quedaron mis hijos.
Yo te estoy hablando porque yo creo que hay algo más, güey. Porque, ay, cabrón, o sea, no me hagas hablar, güey, o sea. Porque creo que esto no merece la pena, cabrón, por eso. ¿Tú crees que merece la pena el hecho de que tú digas, calientan la plaza, güey, para estar?
He said, this is not worth it. You think this is worth it just for you to be able to say on the internet, oh, they're hurting the plaza and this and this and that? This is a circle jerk.
De hecho,
So actually smoking you in a video call.
Por eso, ¿tú crees que merece la pena el hecho de que tú digas, calientan la plaza, güey, para estar?
De hecho,
oh, he said, you think it's worth it for us to smoke you on camera just because you sitting here talking about they heating up the plaza? So you can see we're not playing around?
No quiero problemas, o sea, a lo mejor tú vas a decir,
pero mira, si te voy a decir una cosa.
Tú vas a decir que soy un culonazo.
No, se me hace muy raro que o sea, que trates como de abogar por mí, o sea, ¿por qué? Pues si no me conoces, no nada, digo yo.
He said, you're trying to advocate for me. Why? I don't understand why. You don't even know me.
¿Qué ganas tú?
What do you gain from it? And he says, why is it strange? I'm giving it to you.
Pero ¿por qué?
Why is it strange? Because you like problems for the sake of having problems. Okay.
A ver, ¿por qué no agarran al main? ¿Por qué no agarran al Wicho? ¿Por qué no agarran al 50? ¿Por qué no agarran al 16? ¿Por qué no agarran al P1? ¿Por qué, güey? ¿Por qué nada más con ellos?
Porque desde que hizo la carta a tu abuelo, pues se volteó todo el pedo.
Look, this will show my ignorance on the subject, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about all these names and who they talking about. Now, I get it. I just want to understand the mood of the conversation. And it's probably weird because Camilo can't talk too slick because he's worried about talking too slick. I don't know. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, man. Watch and listen to the shit without that bullshit translation. Watch your tone, bro. Fuck. Al zafacón con este video.
¿Por qué no agarro una de P1? ¿Por qué, güey? ¿Por qué nada más con ellos?
Porque desde que hizo la carta mi abuelo, pues se volteó todo el pedo.
Exactamente. ¿Y sabes por qué?
I was trying to understand that since he made the card. What does that mean? What card? This is crazy. A lot of good cartoons, though, I'm going to take out of this shit. Run those cartoons.
El problema es que, mira, yo le voy a decir una cosa, como le digo yo. Al momento de que a mí me amenazan y yo siento amenazado a mi familia, pues ya no me queda otra más que defenderme, ¿sí entiende?
So once I feel threatened, I ain't got no choice but to defend myself.
Pero ve, Camilo, es una cosa, cualquiera defiende eso. Pero, por ejemplo, con el tema de Gail, ¿por qué también saliste a decir, ay, pinches terroristas, renuncia a youtubers? Y sabes que también...
Oh, he said, well, yeah, it's one thing to defend people, but why'd you come out talking about terrorists and, you know, YouTubers and I guess they just want him to shut up. But I just feel like this grandson is on his own mission, you know, looking for Camilo. Camilo I ain't heard shit. Videos all over the place, so it ain't just me. Tell me it ain't just me. 298 think it's just me. There you go. Come on, get involved here. He salutes. He said your faction depends on many people, and some of those people, to look good or being in good standing with the faction, they'll go and do some dumb shit. They tried to do some shit to me, which is the ones that he says was trying to rob him. Camilo said, I never messed with you. And the grandson's telling Camilo all the shit that he's been, that they're culonas, terrorists, saying how we're heating up the plaza and all that shit Camilo be saying. Okay, that's it. So then I'm basically saying the same thing then. Salutes.
Acepta el que quemaron, incendiaron los negocios, el que me querían renunciar, para toda esa gente que me decía mitómano y todos esos que en los canales que me acaba de mandar mi amigo.
Did they burn down his chicken joints? Where was the 50 trucks? Did they burn down his chicken joints? Do they still have chicken joints? Does that shit still exist?
Acepta el que quemaron, incendiaron los negocios, el que me querían renunciar, para toda esa gente que me decía mitómano y todos esos que en los canales
que
me acaba de mandar mi amigo. Ponen, porque yo no necesito decir.
Camilo wanna play the victim and shit.
Que creo que ya todos
I'm a big YouTuber. I don't know what you're talking about.
Vemos las reacciones de quiénes son los terroristas. Fíjense nada más. Exactamente, los terroristas son los mellitos flacos. El desmadre.
Did he just call them terrorists again?
Porque yo no necesito decir, porque creo que ya todos sabemos las reacciones de quiénes son los terroristas.
He said, I think we know the reactions of those who are the terrorists.
Fíjense nada más. Exactamente, los terroristas son los mellitos flacos.
The terrorists are the mellitos flacos.
El desmadre empezó cuando se entregaron al MAYO Zambada, los chapos, ¿no?
The chaos began when the chapos turned in MAYO Zambada.
Los chapos no empezaron eso, lo empezaron los mayos.
Chapos didn't start that. It was started by the Mayos.
Fueron los que rompieron un trato que tenían IAG.
They were the ones that broke a deal between Iván
el MF.
And the MF.
¿Por qué? Porque le entró el candil.
Because
el veneno. Viendo bien todos.
Because the poison entered him.
¿Quieren matar al chichón? Sí, exactamente, me quieren matar. ¿Por qué? Porque me quieren matar. ¿Por qué?
They want to unalive me. Why do they want to
Lo que les hablo, lo que les digo, es nada más y nada menos que la verdad. Y los traigo de cabeza. Todo el día hablan de mí. Todo el día hablan de mí. Señal de que piensan mucho en mí. Señal de que...
He said they're talking about me all day long.
Piensan, todo el día me traen en su cabeza.
All day, I'm in their head all day long. Like, come on.
Soy muy pendejo, ¿verdad? Que todo el día...
I'm very stupid, but I'm on their mind every day.
Andan preocupados.
With over 2 billion monthly users, YouTube Ads makes it easy to expand.
Por mí. Otra cosa, quiero que vean nada más lo que me mandaron, donde están reclutando en estos canales gente.
Okay,
Y
enough, bro. We
vean,
heard what the
señoras,
grandson
que
got to say. This was a non-story. I ain't hear shit but a grandson playing cartel talk with a fucking YouTuber. Who cares? Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. What is he saying? Is there more conversation with the guy? I don't see it.
les he dicho, ya los he pasado. No quieren ni mandarles para que agarren para el camión porque no les van a pagar.
Volantes en papeles. Yo no he visto que ellos anden amenazando a algún creador de contenido ni nada.
This fool got videos of himself. He's sitting here while watching videos of himself. Like, nah, this is a shit show. The grandson, he just talkative, bro. The grandson just be everywhere trying to say something. Fuck out of here. Miss me with the bullshit. All right, salute. Send us up in the chat for y'all. Hit the like button, y'all. I hope everybody's out there getting that money.
Million.
Camilo's very hard to cover, bro. 298 said, I'm gonna laugh when they get his ass. That's cause you know, you're gang. All right, we're gonna laugh when they get him just because, you know, you have ulterior motives. They want the YouTubers to pay. I'm pure. You think they get them 298? Come on, they're having powwows on the phone and shit. Maybe they're YouTube partners now. Got collab going. Maybe that's what's happening. Excuse me. They got collab going. It's just crazy to me. They want your YouTube check. Shit. Costs more to ship that shit. All right. Let's see. Okay, I thought it was 180,000. It was 18,000, which is a whole lot anyway. Get it. Again, salute to y'all. All I got out of that story was Mayo's grandson likes talking that, you know, he likes saying your name while he talks to you on the phone. Camilo. You know, and talking that cartel shit, and Camilo loves being in the mix, boy. Camilo don't, you know, if you didn't want to be bothered, you get your ass off of YouTube and you be done. Okay, salute here. You on point. Dude's video and editing is just a mess. It ain't you, bro. That shit had me feeling stroked out over here, bro. Like, what? What? That shit was crazy. God damn. That shit was all over the place. It feels like the conversation was going the same way the editing was going and shit. Shit was crazy. But yeah. Camilo, you want to be left alone? Get your ass off the internet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now you done made your face. You put your face in the game. But he loved the internet. 298 said probably not. Like, it's all a circle jerk, 298. I think. Like, this is all internet. Horse shit. He living the life on the internet. Shout out JP on the check-in. I am not gang. I do not gang bang. Play me like a pussy. I pull up bang bang. Salutes. Salutes JP. Appreciate you. So yeah, that was too crazy for the first story of the morning as far as the editing goes and trying to understand what they were talking about. Today is William Borden's day. Tomorrow's, I don't know what you're talking about. Shout out William Borden. All right. Next, we're gonna get to the Mike G show, the Mike Glover show. the name of the video is why is Utah selling 100 and okay, so I was right then. 198,000 rounds to illegals in 1 week. That sounds crazy. But let's see what he's talking about. All right, then there's a couple of things that couple little videos I want to check out, shorts, and then I want to get to some body cams, and we chilling. All right, enough of me trying to decipher a couple having cartel conversations with a crazy editing style and shit. Let's get it.
A Wyoming state trooper caught an illegal immigrant traveling through Wyoming with 18,000 rounds of rifle ammunition. Charged on Friday with being an illegal alien in possession of ammunition, Ricardo Paez Quinones could face up to 15 years in prison and a $250,000 fine and or deportation.
So this one says 18,000 rounds. Camilo needs to enjoy his family, fall back. He talking about he got money and shit. Go enjoy that shit. Yeah, like, why are you playing with these dudes all the time, arguing with these dudes all the time? You don't even got to be. That's why I keep asking that question. I keep posing the same question over and over again. Is this dude on YouTube for the money, or he's just on it for the game of talking shit and feeling like he's a part of something? I don't know, man. It's just weird to me. But yeah, let's get it. State trooper arrests suspected illegal immigrant with 18,000 rounds of ammunition. An illegal immigrant was arrested Friday near Rawlins for carrying 18,000 rounds of rifle ammunition, according to the Wyoming Highway Patrol. Ricardo Paez Quinones faces up to 15 years in prison and a $250,000 fine and or deportation if convicted. Shout out JP, salute Sha'il, my dual ill cartel members in chat. Hope you've all had a blessed and grateful Whopper Wednesday. Please like and subscribe to the great quality content. It is free. Salute to you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Whopper Wednesday. No, I think they're going to up that number. We'll see. It keeps changing. I've seen it 4 different ways already. Let's get it. I thought this lady was AI for a second. Let's get it.
A Wyoming state trooper caught an illegal immigrant traveling through Wyoming with 18,000 rounds of rifle ammunition. Charged on Friday with being an illegal alien in possession of ammunition, Ricardo Paez Quinones could face up to 15 years in prison and a $250,000 fine and or deportation if convicted.
Straight to Seaside.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the show. I had to get up on comms as quick as possible this morning because I found out about this late last night, thanks to my patrons on my Patreon, which I'll link down below. March 14th, a little over a week prior to this happening, which, as a reminder, if you haven't watched the video, 2 illegal immigrants flew into Denver, Colorado from Mexico to buy a van in Utah and pick up 180,000 rounds of what we think is a combination between 7.62 by 51 or 308 caliber rifle ammunition and about 30,000 rounds, we speculate, based on the news reporting, that likely was 30 boxes, 30,000 rounds of 7.62 by 39, which is AK ammo. They get rolled up in Cannon City, which is very significant because it's in proximity to something related to the cartel. Thanks to my buddy KJ for reaching out this morning. But before we get into that, a week prior, on March 14th in Rawlins, Wyoming. If you've never been through Rawlins, Wyoming, it's because you probably blinked. Small town along the main highway, running west to east, was this particular driver who got pulled over at a TA gas station, a truck stop. Now, we know he was going west to east because he just came out of Utah. And guess what happened in Utah? He bought 18,000 rounds of what they're...
So it's 2 stories. It's a 18,000 round and 180,000 round bet.
Calling high-powered rifle ammunition. He just came out of Utah. And guess what happened in Utah? He bought 18,000 rounds of what they're calling high-powered rifle ammunition. He purchased this ammunition in Utah. He's driving through Rawlins, Wyoming, and he's caught speeding. He gets pulled over. He's in a gas station. The officer says, hey, what do you got going on? He looks in the back and sees boxes of ammo and asks what the ammo is for. And he said it's because he's taking his girlfriend to target practice. Now let's take a look real.
I was just gonna say sarcastically that they was just going to the range, man. They was gonna hang out and go to an outdoor range and.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
No big deal. Why are you speeding if you're doing some illegal shit, man? I don't understand it.
Quickly, where Rawlings, Wyoming is at. Pulling it up on a map, you got Rawlings, which is west of Sinclair, and it's a small town, and we got to find the TA gas station. So let's look that up. So the old TA Travel Center. Okay, that's where he was pulled. Now I want you to take a look at proximity to Wyoming and Utah, where I'm located at in the little blue dot, and then driving through and where it connects to. That's right. If you go through Cheyenne and you go south, you'll head straight through Denver, straight through Colorado Springs and Fort Carson, down to Pueblo, Colorado. And why is that relevant? That's on the same path en route as the destination where in Cannon City, west of Pueblo, Colorado, the two illegals who came in said they were headed to Pueblo, Colorado to drop off this ammunition. In this particular case in Wyoming, this guy's got 18,000 rounds of ammunition, doesn't speak any English. He's actually been deported twice. And according to the news report, he was going 89 in a 75-mile-an-hour zone. The affidavit says Philpott, the law enforcement officer, visited the driver's side door, and the suspect spoke poor English but called his girlfriend to translate by phone. Philpott could see the boxes of high-caliber ammunition in the back seat. The suspect said he bought the ammo in Utah so he and his girlfriend could go to the range for target practice. Philpott asked him, did he own the guns they planned to use? And he said he did not. He did not have firearms, but instead he had some cocaine. When the suspect...
What? What? That took a turn.
Suspect said he had to use the bathroom. They escorted him in the bathroom. As they got back to the vehicle, he told the state trooper they could open the doors and trunk, but they couldn't go inside the vehicle. So a Carbon County Sheriff's Office deputy brought in a K9 drug dog. It alerted to the presence of drugs. The document says investigators searched more and found 36 boxes, each containing 500 rounds of high-caliber rifle ammunition. How much you want to make a bet? That high-caliber rifle ammunition that they quote is 7.62 by 51, and a misdemeanor amount of suspected cocaine.
I was just wondering how much rugs they actually found on him. What they say, misdemeanor size? Criminals, boy.
Is 7.62 by 51, and a misdemeanor amount of suspected cocaine. The troopers arrested him and put him in the back of the patrol car, and also they found large amounts of cash, more misdemeanor amounts of cocaine when they searched him. A tow truck took the vehicle to a secure storage facility, and other law enforcement personnel sealed the vehicle with the ammunition still inside. This is significant. If you take a step back and you look at what was happening in 1 week, you had an illegal alien buying ammunition. Can we just pause on this too? What is going on with these ammunition stores in Utah selling large quantities of ammo to illegal aliens, non-residents, non-citizens in Utah? What the hell is going on? Like, how is that acceptable? I go into Walmart and I buy more than a couple boxes and people are asking me questions. It's nobody's business. As an American citizen, I should be able to buy as much ammo as possible, but I know I'm popping up on the radar. You know who's not? Illegal aliens who are buying over 198,000 rounds within a week. I hope it's not the same place. If you know the actual store, if anybody has any information, please comment down below and let us know what that location is. I'd love to talk to them. I'd love to find out, and they're not going to answer the phone and talking to me, but I'd love to figure out, like, what's the deal here? How did that happen? Is that even legal? I know it's not. So how did that happen? So they go from Utah. They go in, they're driving through Rawlins, and we already showed you where it leads into Pueblo. My buddy KJ hits me up this morning. He's like, hey, you know what's weird? You know El Chapo? You know the head of the Sinaloa cartel? You know where he's based at or where he's imprisoned at for life plus 30 years? In Florence, Colorado. And I'm like, where's Florence? Huh. Wonder how close that is to Kansas City where these guys got rolled up. Well, let's look at it. So we put up Supermax prison, because it is a Supermax prison, and you take a gander and you put in Kansas City where these two illegals were rolled up.
Were you or a loved one admitted to an Illinois behavioral health facility? A global settlement may be coming in 20...
Whoa. It's 23 minutes away. 23 minutes. Whoa. It's 23 minutes away. 23 minutes away from a Supermax prison and in close proximity to Pueblo, Colorado. As I put this out to my patrons, people are like, there's no way, man. It's a Supermax prison. Well, we do know what happened when they tried to roll up in Mexico El Chapo's son. They broke out the drones. They broke out the M2s. They broke out the Barrett 50 cal sniper rifles and unleashed hell, saying if you did not release El Chapo's son, we're going to burn the entire place to the ground.
A Culiacanazo in Colorado, a Colorado canazo. See the force of the military come down on your ass and poof. I don't know. Let's see. PR said, well, there is a war in Mexico. They taking them slugs all the way south? Shout out Shannon. Just want to do hood rat stuff with my friends. You gonna bust out Chapo? Man, that's rather ambitious. 298 said criminals. Papa, come on, man. Criminals do the stupidest shit, man. You know? They speed with mad ammo in the whip, with pesetas in each pocket, little baggies, the little bolsas everywhere. It's just dumb shit, bro. Some dumb criminal shit. Right? Is there a limit to ammo you can have? I think he made it pretty clear. No limit. But, you know, he knows when he's buying limitless ammo that he's going to come up on a watch list. He's not worried about it because he's on the right side of the law as far as he's concerned. His mentality is, why are you selling this stuff to people that are undocumented? And then everybody gave him the information and he put it together. Hey, man, this shit's 23 minutes away from Kansas City. I think it's safe to say if you're illegal, no round is allowable to possess. Salutes JP. I agree. Merca. There you have it, Velez.
So would I put it past the cartel to plan a breakout of a Supermax prison? No. The biggest issue here is you have two significant things that happen. And kudos to the law enforcement officers who rolled them up. But what happens when you're operating in a silo in your community and you roll up somebody who's transporting 18,000 in Rollins, Wyoming, or 180,000 in Kansas City, is you never figure out what the intent was. These guys are talking to third parties who are controlling them, giving them instructions, potentially even dead drops where they don't directly communicate. They get marching orders and are sent off on their own to do the bid. And the cartel is very smart when it comes to covert communications. I'm not saying that any one of these law enforcement situations in Wyoming or in Colorado should have just let them go. But what I'm saying is, one, they ain't giving up the information on their sources, their means, how they're doing what they do. They ain't giving up anything because they know if they do, their entire family's gone. The cartel will wipe out every strand of DNA that exists in their genealogy. So they ain't going to say nothing. So the best case comprehensive strategic scenario here is these organizations are talking to each other. They're trying to figure out, like, hey, where were these guys going? Hey, we tag or track and locate where these vehicles are going so we can find out their bed down. Hey, we get this guy's cell phone number, start tracking it and getting the signal intelligence of how these guys are collaborating. For sure, it is my opinion that both of these guys in the same week that got rolled up were involved in the same operation. Now, the question is, how many people got through? And then what was the final destination? Was it Pueblo?
Right. Did they hurt this operation by seizing this 198,000 rounds of ammo? Or was that just a drop in the bucket for a Colorado Canazo that's supposed to take place and break out Chapo for what? You really think that's... So you get him out of there, then what happens? Then where you go? And now, if that does happen, let's just say it happens. Let's say the police don't figure none of this shit out until after it goes down. Is that Utah Ammo Depot in trouble for helping, for selling all of this ammo to somebody that's undocumented, that can go underneath the radar? Are they liable for that? But I don't see that's a very ambitious, but we know that the Chapitos are known for their ambition and known for their audacity. That's a very audacious and ambitious idea to break that man out of a Supermax. You know? Yeah, if you're gonna do something bad, make sure that you do the shit right. Stupid. Typical fear-mongering talk. Shout out Upper Echelon on the check-in. I don't care if you have 1 million rounds, unless you somehow have COs paid off, and even then, I don't see any possible way a Bartel is breaking anyone out, whether they would have got caught or not. Not here. You can do that shit in Mexico. I don't think you can do that shit here. Just a drop in a bucket, says Shannon. Somebody's hurting over the drop in the bucket being lost. Upper Echelon said, bro, this guy's ridiculous and he's selling BS for clicks. They were paid off and controlled by the Bartels. Wasn't Utah or Wyoming where they were selling 50 cals and sending it to Mexico? I don't know. Listen, if those two busts did happen and somebody's buying up all those rounds, it's for something, right? What do you think? Do you think that those rounds are, where are those rounds going? You think those rounds are, forget about the breaking Chapo out of prison situation, you know. If the fact is, forget what this guy's talking about, if the fact is that 18,000 rounds were stopped with one guy, one undocumented guy, and then 180,000 rounds from another guy, where's this stuff going? Where's it going? Someone should send this guy a fake note. If he's this scared, he'll shut down his channel. No.
Was it a potential attack on a Supermax prison to break out El Chapo? Was it preparation for an inside attack? This is why I love this type of media and you guys' feedback, because your investigative work is what brought this together. And for a fact, there's fidelity and a correlation between these two events. But what we're starting to see with this type of media is we could put these things together and make sense of it.
Well, I mean, anybody could do that. Are you you couldn't probably fancy yourself an investigator, you know, but it's not illegal to sell or buy the rounds. I mean, without proper identification. If I recall correctly, I have to, you know, I have to upload IDs and all kind of shit. They ain't breaking out Chapo. They're going to Mexico. That makes more sense. They're going to Mexico with that shit rather than they go break out Chapo. We know where they're going. Okay, Upper Echelon, but everybody don't know. You know, so just say it. Instead of we know where they're going, just say they're going to Mexico. Just say it. He's formal special forces. I get it. You're just dealing with two attention bitches. Shout out HG. I think HG's a little behind. Still on the Camilo and the grandson story, but I think you're right, HG. What makes this guy so special, though? Which guy? The guy talking? Nothing makes him special. It's just a special forces guy. This is the BS that drives me crazy. He's going to say it's a planned inside attack by Mexican cartels. Okay, I see where you're going. Yeah, Sinaloa is where it's going. It's shocking because it's Mexican with the rounds. Yeah, but I'm not understanding the logic. If it's an undocumented Mexican with the rounds, isn't that illegal? Am I wrong? Attention whores, no mas.
of this Wyoming story is in the cowboystatedaily.com of a Wyoming news channel, which one of my patrons who's from Wyoming ended up sending it to me. If you have any more stories or any more information about these specific things, make sure you comment or join my Patreon. I have a free side of my Patreon, and you can comment on all my stuff, and I stay highly engaged. I'm also reducing the prices on my Tier 2 and Tier 3 memberships. Guys, this is huge. I hope the federal government is all over this. My fear here, and I'll talk about this in the Underground episode.
Oh, here he goes, guys. Here goes his fears. I was waiting for his fears.
My Patreon. My fear here is, although there is good leadership now installed in cabinet members and directors, there is a problem. What we have is political hacks and activists who are members of these organizations who don't want to see the dots connected to be able to go after this because it hurts their political cause, which only endangers the American population. And when you also look at all of these organizations, they don't have the resources. Already, because of bad politics, these law enforcement agencies don't have the funding and resources they already need to do their basic jobs. You think they have the ability to cooperate and synergize in a task force to be able to go and track down something so big that's right in front of our faces? They might not even know these two cases exist because all the divisiveness that's been created in the system. So what we can do is continue to stay informed, continue to report on these things so you could be prepared. And I'll continue to inform you. Let me know what you think in the comments, what this is about, and the probability of the cartels either doing an inside attack or breaking out El Chapo.
Yeah, because all you did was give us you just gave us a story. You took two stories that happened and you put your thought together. It's not information. It's speculation. You're speculating. Hey, is it this and this and that and the other? That's it. I don't know. They flew in from Mexico to Denver, so there you go. That one set of them flew in from Mexico to Denver, so we know where that's going. They got popped off. It's the headline is, no, Mexican cartels buying ammo and got popped off. Why is that not? Why? I gotta understand that. Upper echelon, you gotta explain it to me. You used to be able to buy bulk ammo in Cali without an ID at those gun shows. Well, from my understanding, those gun shows have always been the loophole, right? And a complaint. Yeah, it just sounds like a guy with a YouTube channel speculating. My thing is, if these guys flew in from Mexico, or one group of them flew in from Mexico, bought up some ammo and got popped off on the way wherever they was going, well, that's the story. You don't need a conspiracy there, no? You can pretty much assume, you can only make the assumption that there's some cartel rounds moving around the country that was going to go back to Mexico. I don't see no fear-mongering in that. That's just what happened. Now, Buddy's taking it to the next level, saying, okay, are they trying to break El Chapo? That's some other shit. That's just a guy with a YouTube channel speculating. Shy, I mean, what makes him special in the sense that he said they wouldn't answer his questions at the store earlier in the video? Like, why would the store know him to give him answers and ish? Well, they'll know instantly from the questions he's asking, not to answer him. Hey, we heard there was a couple of illegales that got popped off with an absurd amount of ammo from you, undocumented, non-citizens. With all this ammo from you, they're not gonna, I think that's what he meant. I don't think he was saying, they know who he is and they're not gonna answer his question. I think the moment he starts asking those questions, they're gonna be like, oh, we're not talking to you. So pretty much made up a conspiracy and said we can't do nothing about it. Basically it. He said all we can do about it is, stay informed on his channel. Well, I think the breakout shit, that's some far-fetchedness. Yeah, because look, we could go to the video for the under 180 rounds. That was 3 days before the video we just watched. Oh, this is a whole fear-mongering channel right here.
Performing on the biggest stage in the world was just one step in my journey.
Talking about this story out of Colorado where these two Mexican nationals got rolled up transporting a large quantity of ammunition. Now, initially, I'm like, this is not a big deal. Like, this probably happens every single day in this country. One of the biggest issues that's not talked about is the amount of guns and ammunition that's transported from America into Mexico. I mean, think about it. If 99% of the fentanyl crisis is responsible by China importing the good, Mexico transporting the drugs across the border, and 1% is coming from Canada, well, there's a lot of things that we're missing that are coming in, but can you imagine the amount of things we're missing that are going out? And we likely care less about the things going out than we do the things coming in. So there's more attention paid that way. I hear this and go, oh yeah, it could be ammunition, weapons for the cartels. But this one's very different. Let me run a little news piece for you so you get the gist of it. And let's talk about the details of why I think this is a potential inside attack or the precursor or preparation for the inside attack. Let's roll the clip.
4 o'clock, 2 Mexican citizens are facing federal charges after they were allegedly traveling in a car carrying 180,000 rounds of ammunition in southern Colorado. According to the criminal complaint, Martinez Solis and Ivan Amador Gaviria were arrested after a Fremont County deputy pulled them over in Canyon City for not dimming their headlights as they drove by. During that stop, officers found 180 boxes of ammunition, each of which contained 1,000 rounds. There were.
It was the headlights this time, son of a bitch. As soon as they passed them up and shit, fuck. No, yo.
Approximately 150 boxes of .308 ammunition, a common hunting round, and about 30 boxes of .762 ammo, which is commonly used in AK-47s. Both Solis and Gaviria are now being charged with unlawful possession of ammunition by an alien admitted under non-immigrant U.S. visa.
All right, so you get the gist. Let me go over the timeline for you. March 25th, these two Mexican nationals fly into Denver, Colorado. Their intent is to buy ammunition, and according to the affidavit, it says, further explained that he did not know the intent with the ammunition, but that he believed it was destined for Pueblo, Colorado. The unique aspect here is they had specific marching orders from the time they left Mexico to the time they landed in Denver, Colorado. They had a task and purpose, and that was to get ammo and transport it to Pueblo. And my hope is these guys were being tracked as they landed. I hope immigration officials, and according to them, they had some task force that this was part of. But these guys go, ironically, right down the road to Salt Lake City, Utah. And when I initially heard this on my Patreon and I heard the bulk of the ammo, I'm like, yeah, that's not a big deal. Like, how much are they smuggling? 1,000 rounds, a couple thousand rounds? When they get rolled up, this is what the police find. In fact, they're pulled over for traffic violations in Canyon City, Colorado, right down the road where I used to live. So here's a picture of it. Yeah.
Right down the road where you used to live, and you didn't know that the Supermax was 20 minutes away?
This is a lot of ammunition. Now, again, if you're watching this, you're going, why are they able to buy 180,000 rounds of ammunition? Apparently, there's 180 boxes with 1,000 rounds in each box of what they say in the...
I don't think the cartels want no problems in the United States of America. That's my thoughts on it.
News report of 308 and 762. This would weigh down the vehicle a lot. And as an indication that somebody's transporting something, or if you're in a war zone, it could be the indication of an improvised explosive device that's weighing down the vehicle. Now, the concerning thing here is that according to the affidavit, 150 boxes were 308. And it says the other 30 boxes were 762. Well, if you don't know a lot about ammunition, it's either in inches or in the metric system in millimeters. That's the same caliber. 308 is 762 by 51. Now, the 30 boxes could be 7.62 by 39, but I thought they would likely delineate that. Like, hey, we have 30 boxes of AK ammo and 150 boxes or 150,000 rounds of 308. So apparently these guys had a very specific task and purpose of coming to the country, buying ammunition, and transporting it directly to Pueblo, Colorado. Now, I'm asking the question, how is it possible that a non-citizen could go into a ammunition store in Salt Lake City, Utah, and buy 180,000 rounds? Guys, we're not talking about like, hey, I'm buying a couple hundred rounds. It's like, oh, what are you using that for? Oh, we're doing a training thing. Oh, okay. Like, you're an American citizen, people ask questions.
Don't ask me shit. I don't got no fucking answers. You don't have to ask me shit. It's none of your goddamn business.
So out of curiosity, you're two Mexican...
Nah, curiosity is fucking Americans are nosy.
Guys who come in, you're more so out of curiosity. You're two Mexican guys who come in, you're not American citizens, and the actual charge, which is interesting, is both Salas and Guevara were both charged with unlawful possession of ammunition by aliens admitted under a non-immigrant visa, the Fed said. And they were obviously rolled up and then handed over to ICE. How is two non-U.S. citizens going into an ammunition store and loading up a van with 180,000 rounds?
To me, that's the story, not the whole Chapo shit. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. That's the story. The story is that a couple dudes went in there and bought, an army's worth of fucking rounds. All right? If you got a fucking state ID and if you got this and you that, you gravy. We're not talking about that. Explain to me how this is not a cartel operation and how it's fear-mongering if that actually did happen. Forget the Chapo shit. Forget the inside the U.S. I think we're all on the same page. We know where that shit was going. Rounds was going to Mexico. Right? So that's a bust. They done busted a cartel operation that's being aided and abetted by an American, ammo store. Right? How many times is this ammo store doing this a month? This guy made the whole Chapo and shit connection. Problem here, Shy, is that you don't think they do. Mike knows. He knows. And when you know, you know. Salutes.
So their intent was go to Colorado and then eventually drop it off in Pueblo, Colorado. They had marching orders. Now, if you're not familiar with Pueblo, Colorado, let me just show you right here where it's at. And I'm very familiar with Pueblo, Colorado, because when I was stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado, in 10th Special Forces Group, I was a team sergeant there. I was told, hey, if you're going to come live here, stay away from Pueblo, because it was crime-ridden and had a lot of cartel that were there. It's known for having cartel that are there and active. Talking specifically to law enforcement officers, I moved to Monument in the opposite direction. Why would Pueblo, Colorado be significant in this narrative? Well, here's a few things. One, Pueblo, Colorado is like the backyard of Fort Carson, Colorado, home of the 4th Infantry Division, 10th Special Forces Group, an aviation wing. The list goes on and on. It's right there. And the other important and significant thing in proximity is that Northcom's headquarters is based in the area. Drive up the road to Denver, Colorado. It's open source information. Guess who else is there? The headquarters of the NSA. So a very strategic location if you're trying to do something really bad. Now, when you hear this ammunition thing, you're like, oh man, that's a lot of ammunition. Like, what could that be used for? Now, the inclination is to think that the .308 round is potentially used for a rifle. Like, I don't know, a bolt action rifle. That's, most of us default to that because that's what you would use a .308 round in. People who've come out of the military and used SR-25s, have used SCAR Heavies, have shot in national match competitions, would use .308, a national match version of it. I mean, in the space of precision rifle competition, it's not the preferred round, but it used to be. But the first thing that pops into my infantry / 18 Bravo special
/ America
Forces weapons sergeant brain is they're buying this ammunition to link it. They're buying 180,000 rounds of 7.62 by 51, .308 to link it for a machine gun. They're not going to buy this ammunition in bulk to supply a whole bunch of semi-automatic gas guns, like a Scar Heavy, an SR-25, an OBR. That's not going to be their intent. AR-10s are not going to be their intent. The reason they're buying that ammunition is to link ammunition for a machine gun. Some weapon systems have disintegrating links that basically fall apart. So when I say linked, I know a lot of people wouldn't know what I'm talking about, but basically the way that 7.62 is put together is via these links that's pictured right here. What you do is you put a round through it, it connects the link, and you can continue to link this ammunition to create a belt. That belt is laid onto the machine gun. The feed tray is closed down on it. And now you have 100, 200 round belt of ammunition that allows the machine gun to be able to cycle. The concerning thing here is these guys were given a mission. They didn't know all the details of it, but what are they doing? To me, they're facilitating terrorism. I mean, likely these guys handed over to ICE are going to just be deported. But why would this not be the facilitation of terrorism? Now, what I hope is happening is these guys are being grilled so we can find out the origin of this and the true intent. Who is going to be on the receiving end in Pueblo, Colorado, which is why I think there's so much delay in this, because this happened in late March and we're at the end of April. Hopefully the Joint Task Force was able to identify what the actual purpose of that was. Guys, if this was going to be an inside attack, this would be the absolute worst case scenario. They're not just getting small arms. They're potentially buying in bulk from U.S. citizens and U.S. companies. Can you imagine a scenario where these guys were able to follow through?
Are you surprised by that, Captain America? Does that surprise you? Huh? We just found out Walgreens was selling dope from 2012 to 23. Are you surprised, Mr. Cap? I mean, Mr. Infantry, 1st Division, 4th Mission, first assignment, give them that shit they've been missing. Did you know what I mean? Like
their mission, where they were able to hand over this 180,000 rounds. This was linked. And then you have these guys using U.S. sold ammunition against American citizens. I could tell you from firsthand experience the difference between a small arms engagement and an engagement that has a support by fire position, and its lethality and the amount of casualties it will create will be one of the largest scale historical attacks in our history.
God damn, dude. He's selling it for real, boy.
It's a huge concern. It is.
Remember, this video is 2 or 3 days pre the notion in his mind that they might be trying to break El Chapo out of prison. Right? Shout out Fernando. He said, even if hypothetically they got his ass out, and I just said this before you got in here, where are they going to go from there? Shoot down the plane, helicopter, whatever stupid shit is planned. What? To flood the shit out of that tunnel, Papas. You be sleeping with the fishes. Shout out JP. This dude comes off a bit racist, in my opinion. I get the illegal Mexicans having way too many rounds, but if I were a betting man, something tells me he'd throw a fit about his Second Amendment rights. Well, I don't know if at the beginning when he said it himself. He said, here I am. I can go and buy as many rounds as I want. Sometimes I do. But you can't question me on it. Why? Because I'm coming in there with paperwork. So when there is a red flag, it'll pop up with my name and I'm okay with it. His point is, when there's no red flag and there's nobody to attach that scarlet letter to, then what are we doing? So I get that part. All right? Listen, unlike a lot of people that be in the chat, and I'm not talking about you, JP, but I've seen it, over and over. I go and I listen to, forget what they look like, forget what they sound like. I go and I try to be, non-biased and up the middle with no matter who's talking. Once I start feeling like their propaganda and their ideology is their identity and there's not, then that's when I separate myself. But I don't separate from the good information. I don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? To me, he done blew this shit up into something else. But the story is, we know where these rounds is going. Okay, so why nobody stopping that? Why nobody stopping that? They had many guns for decades. But as you said, they won't talk. They know their family will be all unalive. Yeah, he did say that. And he said they're grilling them now. Again, this was the video pre that one we just watched. But they won't say nothing. So the problem was that they're illegals. Easy, just get citizens for next time. That's it, done deal. Right? All of the Jersey guys, all of the fucking wrecking balls.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
They could apply for the position, you know. They could apply for the position, but yeah. So it's a grandiose, you know, argument. The greatest attack in the history of blah 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 blah. Okay, Popeyes. We're going to handle that shit. You and your boys go handle that shit then. Instead of telling us, why you telling us? Y'all special forces, get special with it.
Massive concern. I don't think personally these guys were coming over here to transport the ammunition to Pueblo to further distribute it into Mexico. I think this was going to a safe house to be
Why? Why couldn't it go to Mexico? Give me an argument for it. Was it too far? What was it too far east to make sense that it would be going to Mexico? You're just saying it. You're just saying it. You're not giving me a reason why it couldn't be going to Mexico. You're just saying, I don't think it's going there. Well, what the fuck does that mean? Shout out Fernando. I saw his picture, face, attire, and knew where this was going. And I try to listen until I give a motherfucker enough rope for them to string themselves up. You know? And then I know what they are.
Distributed to other cartel members, or this was going specifically.
But why?
Personally,
Why?
these guys were coming over here. It is a massive concern. I don't think personally these guys were coming over here to transport the ammunition to Pueblo to further distribute it into Mexico.
Okay, you not thinking that don't mean shit unless you're telling me right here there should be a because, you know what I'm saying? When they drove, they came down to Pueblo, they done passed up the opportunities to easily get into Mexico. Why would they go that way if they have to come back? I would think this is going to the East Coast or maybe stay. But you're not giving me no reason. You're just saying because I think so.
I think this was going to a safe house to be distributed to other cartel members, or this was going specifically for an attack. And again, like I told you, it's in the backyard of Fort Carson, Colorado, the NSA and Northcom headquarters.
So the 2 days before the Chapo break out of prison video, his thought then was NSA, Fort Carson, and Northcom. Those are the targets. Then 2 days later, the target became maybe it's El Chapo. And then motherfucking this week, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they just want to get Robert Downey Jr. They want to stop this Avengers Doomsday shit. You know what I'm saying? And then the day after that, well, just maybe it's an attack on fucking, Madison Square Garden during the fights. Like, what are we talking about? He has unlimited ammo or can buy unlimited ammo. Go stop him. Does Buddy forget what happened in Las Vegas? Oh, shit. JP, you the motherfucker that don't forget shit. JP's the motherfucker that don't forget nothing. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Mind you, I'm a Second Amendment guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do I believe, don't touch it? No, there has to be some common sense, background checks and shit like that in play. This is not a world, we don't live in a world anymore of just, So people say, so Second Amendment is clear, but let's have some common sense. But we're not built on common sense. We're built on, it's our side that's right and your side that's wrong. It's horseshit. But did that guy that did what he did in Vegas have the right to buy them rounds legally? Yeah. Well, he did. That's a different story. Papa, I could train a million kids and just buy them a million forks. Give them forks. We can go do some damage with that. It ain't the bullets. It's the people, dog. I believe that. But I get it. Does Buddy forget what happened in Las Vegas? It's motherfuckers that do dirty shit of all races, colors, creeds. But we don't do no common sense shit to stop it. He could have used anyone in that prison instead of Chapo on who they were planning to get out. But Chapo in these times gets clicked. Who else is in there? Who else has the escape history though of Chapo? I just think it's absurd. It's an absurd thought and idea. But again, before the Culiacanazo, maybe they thought that was absurd too, right? The idea of 2 planes taking down 2 buildings was absurd to us. To some of us, it still is. Things are conspiracies until they're not. They're absurd until they're not. But what we've learned about the internet and what we've learned about these times is that everybody's based on their own propaganda. Everybody's based on their own ideology, and they just want to scream it. They don't care if it makes sense. They don't care if it makes sense. Just look at the political videos of people fooling Democrats and fooling Republicans. Right? These people are voting. They don't know what they're talking about. They just got a bullet point that makes them feel smart when they're drunk. You know? So the internet is just telling stories and shit. This is the prequel to the Chapo situation. He's already talking about NSA, Fort, whatever the fuck, and Northcom.
That is a very specific strategic location in proximity to a lot of things. If this was a coordinated, deliberate attack, would be the worst we've ever seen. Now, in the underground, I'm doing 2 sessions. I'm doing the first session, basically going over the news and things that you could prepare. You could check my Patreon link down.
Shout out Shannon. She said they go bust Diddy out. Jonathan, I agree. Remember all the illegals that came in for a purpose? Gang generals in there, the Boston bomber. Yeah, don't nobody want to break them out. For what? I believe in the Second Amendment, but after Las Vegas and all the other libraries in the U.S. from Columbine to 2025, yet these Mexicans were either plotting here or back in the motherland. Well, I mean, there's definitely a plot, though. Let's not throw away that there's a plot. There's definitely a plot. Some motherfuckers came from somewhere else to buy up a bunch of shit to take where. No? But I hear you. I hear you. Again, we don't have any, what's the word? We have a problem in this country for every solution.
Below. I got a good night's sleep. I want to plug my own.
Yeah, you got a good night's sleep. You woke your ass up with some conspiracy. You know what I mean? Salutes. We've been here an hour and 40 minutes. Honey's up in the chat. There has to be some common sense, some understanding. He said, yeah, there's a plot. All them rounds ain't for collection. It's not art. They're not making art. Shout out Fernando. Fernando got a list of fucking names with extra syllables and consonants next to each other. Thanks a lot, Fernando. Don't you understand that I just tried to translate a shit show of a video from Camilo and MAYO's grandson, and that shit almost fucking stroked me out. Here we are again. Right, let's see what we got here. I don't know these people. Doskar Zarniev, Zacharias Musasui, Ramzi Youssef, Richard Reed, Amar Farouk, Dul Mutalaba. Yeah, but ain't nobody breaking these fools out. They just throw the fantasticism of El Chapo because El Chapo has broken out of a prison. But in Mexico, that shit ain't happening here. Not in no Superman. They act like he's in a county jail in some podunk town and shit. Plus, you have hundreds of sleeper cells. I do not disagree. I believe this country's a ticking time bomb in many ways. Why is he worried? They hate Mexico and Mexicans. He should be promoting it so they can take each other out in Mexico. I don't know. All I know is that guy got a story, boy. He said, man, they're going to come break out El Chapo. They're going to come and get him. Ah, man. I mean, the last thing we heard was reaching too, right? The last thing we heard was about the swatting and all of that shit. You know? Oh, are the Chapistas doing a tax on media in the U.S.? Like, nah, man, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Get it together. It's like there was a mandate for everybody to reach and fearmonger everybody into some shit. But again, the news channels do the same thing. It's not just the cartel, it's the human trafficking cartels. And it's the, smuggling cartels. And from what we hear, there's drug cartels and then there's everybody else. Crazy talk. All right, man. Salutes to y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. We're going to kick it for a bit longer. I want to do some body cams before we get out of here. Boom. If Chapo, Mayo, Manchito, and all of them leaders were in Cook County, I'd understand better. Now, that's some different shit. That's some, Con Air. Right? That's some The Rock. Not Dwayne Johnson. That's some, some movie shit. They'd be like, all right, ya llegó the alliance. Huh? Everybody got together to break out all of them. They all made peace. That'll be the story. They all made peace so that they could come together and their soldiers could handle this shit. Yeah, I believe this is American Trolls, though. Shannon. Well, it's graduated from Trolls. It's become a psyop. It's become Cold War type shit. The story I want to look into is I want to look into the whole pagers exploding and all of that shit. Remember that? I really want to look into that story and see the beginning of that shit, because that's some pre-thought out shit right there. If you're gonna have pagers and cell phones and shit explode. But that I do agree with JP. If it was Chapo, Mayo, Mencho, and all of them leaders in the Cook County, not even in the Supermax, put Chapo, Mayo, Menchito, who else? Put them all in there. That I get. That makes sense. That makes sense. We don't know. We don't know how many of these Bartel guys that have gotten popped off, that the Barbies of the world, the this one and that one. We don't know if the government ain't got them pulling ops, covert clandestine ops. So finally what? Talk about the pagers. It's very dangerous swatting. It is. And there should be super laws against that shit. Why? Because people lose their life in that shit. People are inconvenienced and terrified and traumatized over shit that they had nothing to do with. It's despicable if you ask me. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. That's a movie right there, though, JP. It's a movie in that. There's a movie in that. I don't want to do that. It's crazy talk. Crazy talk, boy. But to go get the old man, I mean, what's the chances of the old man surviving a breakout like that? All right, salute. Hope everybody getting that money.
Million.
Wishing abundance on everybody's pockets. What does that mean, Steven? El Mayo case, how far has it gone? What do you mean? No case. Right? Mexico's put in a formal extradition request. According to Mayo has made demands of Mexico to repatriate him. He says his lawyer says he doesn't plan on talking. That they're just trying to make a deal to get the unaliving penalty off the table. There was a documentary on the pages investigating what happened. I need to see that because that's a deep ass, long ass game right there. Velez crazy. What that mean, Velez? That means it's 5 o'clock somewhere? Velez talking about let me spin the wheel. You wildin'. Let me spin the wheel Friday night from an undisclosed location. He's gone for life. He's gone for life. That's how it's going. Pretty much. unless, you know, unless the guy, you know, the ammo guy with the little bolsitas, unless that guy goes and gets him out. As has he been sentenced, or the case is still going on? They haven't gone to trial yet. And he don't plan on talking, so it's just a lot of backdoor negotiation going on with that so far. Nothing really changed. Yeah, nothing's changed. At all. Yeah, the Pager story, been a long time coming. I've been patiently waiting since I mentioned it and alive the day it happened. Yeah, see, now all the information's out there, though, JP. That's what I like. I like to have the shit to go through and see. What's up? We doing some polls for what we're going to watch next? JP, you seen the wheel graphic? We got the wheel graphic, so this will be going up. The wheel's not open, but this graphic will go up when it is open. And hopefully by then I have a timer. Otherwise, I'll just stay off the phone. But that'll be the bat signal right there. All right. But it's what? 1:50 in the afternoon, bro. AI Telepage is blowing up since 7 months ago. Yeah, I need to check that out. I don't know what channel I'd put that on. That'd probably go on the True Crime channel, no? Probably go on Ill Crimes. I don't know how much love that should get over here. I did want to see this. So, the mentality and the ideology of talking to people when they pick the side, it's like people want to force you to say something. I saw this clip of Trompito talking to a journalist and trying to convince this journalist, and shout out Nando. I think Fernando sent me this this clip. There was another clip that I wanted to find too, where Buddy told the lady, "You're in a cult," and I'm thinking politics has become a cult, y'all. I mean, it's been like that for a long time. Oh, here it goes. See, like one of these tricks right here, or like the one where they say, "Can you believe Biden did this?" And the lady's like, "Yeah, he's a piece of shit." Blah 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 blah. And dude was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Trompito," and then she made a bunch of excuses for it. It's like this shit right here.
Last 4 years, we've been held hostage under the Democratic rule. That is horrible, horrible, horrible. We've had more taxes. We paid more for everything.
Wait, you think that taxes? You think that taxes have been like really high in the last 4 years, right?
It's not just that. We paid for everything. We, the middle income America, was paying for the Democratic, all the.
This is it. This is just the repeating. Both sides, bro. Both sides.
I just want to clarify. You didn't like Biden and Harris's tax code.
I did not.
Would you ever vote for it again?
No.
Under any circumstances?
No.
It was Trump's tax code.
No, it was Obama's. It was Obama's.
In 2017, Donald Trump passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, in which was his tax code and set to expire this year, meaning under the entire Biden-Harris administration, we were under Donald Trump's tax code. You just told us that you hated that tax code and you never vote for it again under any circumstances.
I would never vote for a Democratic regime ever.
So it had nothing to do with what...
All right, so right there, the goalposts changed right there. All right? Now it went from the tax code to a Democratic regime.
What they were doing, and all to do with the fact that they're Democrats. Party over country every single day, you're a member of a cult.
Boom. The last line. That's what I believe. Party over country every day. You're a member of a cult. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we're doing a premiere today, Shannon. I just got to put the metadata in when I'm done with this live stream, and then I'll schedule it for about a half hour later. It's gonna be the play-by-play of the smash up at the concert. Where there was a girl in there that was a savage. If y'all didn't catch it, make sure you catch today's premiere. It's a doozy. All right, there was a savage in there throwing drums, swinging on everybody. But what he just said, man, party over country. Every day you're a member of a cult. That's I believe that. That's what it's become. And then I saw this. And this is the world we live in.
We have to get him out, and we're doing it. And you'll pick out one man, but even the man that you picked out, he said he wasn't a member of a gang. And then they looked, and on his knuckles, he had MS-13.
There's a dispute.
But wait a minute.
I feel like this when I'm talking to people. When people come to me with information, and I know that it's fraudulent information. I know it was either photoshopped or AI. I know this for a fact. And you try to break it to them lightly, and they ain't trying to hear that shit because they can't back up in the bushes off of what they've been talking on. Me, I'm willing to. I saw a video of Trump. My father said, nah, that shit can't be real. I looked into it. I said, oh, you know what? It wasn't real. They got me. I'm willing to fucking admit that. Right? This guy just told him, well, there's a dispute on what you just said. The dude wants to push back. We just lost all the trompitos around here.
He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattooed.
Oh, he had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS-13.
It says MS-13.
That was Photoshopped. So let me
That was Photoshop. Terry, you can't do that. Hey, they're giving you the big break of a lifetime. You know, you're doing the interview. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay.
He got to take a shot at him. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you. What? The man's telling you it was Photoshopped. I don't know. Maybe it was Photoshopped. I think he's sure of what he's saying. I trust what dude's saying probably more than I trust what dude's saying, what Trompito's saying. All the time.
But I picked you, Terry. Hey, but you're not being very nice. He had MS-13 tattooed.
We'll agree to disagree. I want to move on to something else.
Terry, do you want me to show you the picture?
I saw the picture.
And you think it was Photoshop? Well,
here we go.
Don't Photoshop it. Go look at his hand. He had MS-13.
He did have tattoos that can be interpreted that way. I'm not an expert on them. I want to turn to Ukraine.
No,
Terry, I want to get to Ukraine.
No. He had MS as clear as you can be, not interpreted.
Somebody Photoshop MS-13 on Donald Trump's knuckles and throw it in the Discord.
This is why people no longer believe the news, because
when
it's
he was
fake
photographed
news.
in El Salvador, they aren't there. But
when he was photographed in El Salvador, they weren't there. With that bullshit meeting that he had with that politician. Again, that I don't cover much because nobody cares.
Let's just go. They aren't there when he's in El Salvador.
They weren't there, but they're there now, right?
No,
but they're there
in
now.
your picture.
Terry.
Ukraine, sir.
He's got MS-13 on his knuckles.
All right.
Okay?
Well, we'll take a look.
You do such a disservice.
We'll take a look at
Why
that,
don't you
sir.
just say yes? We have to get him out, and we're doing it.
By law.
And you'll pick out one man, but even the man that you picked out,
he's got to.
I protect Terry with everything because if anything happens to Terry, what you're looking at right there is dictator talk. Right? Never in none of the research that we did about this guy did anyone say and nobody showed us a picture of him with some MS-13 shit on his hands. We ain't saw none of that, and we dug. We looked at all kind of shit. Shout out Ricky Bobby, salutes. Heard on CNN, must be true. During the first election, George Ramos was saying something similar when he was on his Mexicans or this and that and third, along with the wall, and had him kicked out. Well, he was trying to stifle somebody that had the real information. He just don't want to admit he got duped, and that's part of his. He doesn't care if you and I believe it. He cares if the people that he wants to make happy believe it. And they'll believe it. Even when provided information otherwise. They'll believe it. It's just what it is. It's just what it is, bro. But that was ugly. That was ugly right there. Because I don't think dude had no MS-13 on his hands. I ain't see that shit. Nobody showed that. You would think that would be the number one thing on parade. But the fact that it come up all of these weeks later and all of a sudden he's on there trying to force somebody to say something, that's crazy talk. People like that drive me crazy. No patience for that. Yeah. Now, if there was a fact, what Trump was saying, different story. But it's not. You're trying to get a man to talk bullshit. All right. Shout out Young Jizz on the check-in. Salutes to you. Appreciate you. JP, good. Hope you're doing well. Blah, blah, blah. Salutes. Everybody out there getting that money.
Millions.
Right? So anyways, I wanted to play that because I thought that shit was funny, but that's the world we live in. Party over country. Party over country. All right, we are exactly 96 subs away from a 10K goal. After that, it's 100K or bust. Right? 100K or bust. Let's see what we got here. How about that? Chris Eubanks Jr. versus Conor Ben fight? Anybody catch that? I know Nando did. Whew, I know Oso did. A lot of good stuff came out of that. A lot of good stuff. That the videos of that came out after the fight. First of all, it was a great fight. Two guys not in each other's weight class, had no business being in each other's weight classes. Two guys whose fathers fought wars in the 90s. A continuation of that legacy of those fights. Theatrics and bullshit happened at the press conference. Chris Eubanks Jr. smacked Conor Ben with an egg, which drove Chris Eubanks Sr. crazy. Because for those that know Chris Eubanks Sr., he is a gentleman. He carries himself always as a gentleman. But I thought what was dope was that people did not think that fight was nothing, and it reminded me dimly, very dimly, I say this because I hold this set of fights all the way up here. I said the Arturo Gatti versus Mickey Ward fights all the way up here. Why? Because those were two guys not in their prime, not fighting for a belt, that put their heart on the line, their soul on the line, their life on the line. Gotti Ward fought 30 rounds in what? A little bit over a year? A year. It might have been a year. This fight, this Eubanks versus Conor Ben fight delivered. Those guys was in there all in. I'm going to leave it all out here. At the end of the day, Conor Ben was just a little too small. But more interesting is what came out the next day was videos of a young Chris Eubanks Jr., 13 years old, basically begging his father to let him try boxing. And all the hang-ups that his father had about, boxing is, when you're a middle class, upper class fighter, you don't get championships. You need that hunger. No, you don't want to do that. Your face will get mangled. Luckily for Chris Eubanks Jr., Lennox Lewis was sitting in the room as well and said, why are you putting this mangled face stuff in this kid's head? He said, why are you worrying about something that hasn't happened yet? He said, I don't want my sister to ever be hurt in a car accident. Does this mean I won't buy her a car? Game changer. And Chris Eubanks, boom. He starts boxing that day. And here he is now, 20 years later. The family suffered tragedy. They lost a brother, and Chris Eubanks Sr. lost a son to a heart attack. You know, for those that know Nigel Benn, another legend that fought Eubanks, and was also involved in the Gerald McClellan fight. Gerald McClellan ended up in a wheelchair. Another crazy boxing story that I'll probably cover on the Head Kicks channel. But like Fernando said, both men were silver spoons, and they went out there with that hunger that their fathers asked for. And Chris Eubanks Sr. was not gonna show up to the fight. Showed up in dramatic fashion. I was happy to see him. Again, the build-up to that fight isn't a build-up to that fight without the two fathers, because they're the ones that put those names on the map. It was fun. It wasn't for a belt. It was fun. It was one of those Saudi fights. They spent the money. Somebody needed to tell the Sheik to sit his ass down. He over there banging on the apron and shit. But yeah, it was a very entertaining fight. If you get a chance to catch it, do that. Great fight. Great fight. Again, maybe I'll do a video on Head Kicks about this whole story. So salute JP. Amazing story, movie worthy. Not mad at the decision. Ben should have won. I think he used too much energy in the beginning, nervous energy. I think every time I felt like Eubanks wasn't using his length. You know, he was fighting in the phone booth. But another attribute of that is shit. Conor Ben was in his face. Don't listen to JP. JP's wilding. 10K 24-hour stream. No, 24-hour stream after the 100K. 100K, 24-hour stream. Loved it. And loved the past and present narration. Salutes. Fight of the year so far. Yeah, it was a good fight, man. Blood and guts. It wasn't... Nobody was out there trying to defend their image. They were out there trying to win. So, salutes to them. All right, let's get it. Let me pull up a couple of... this one's crazy. I don't even know if I want to go there. But damn, they went there. That's crazy. I don't know how to get them clapped. I don't even want to say it yet. I'll say it if I put it in the in the poll. I like how both fighters were out there hugging the two young fighters and didn't look fake. I like how both fathers were out there hugging the two young fighters and didn't look fake, even if the other fighter was fighting their kid. Nah, I mean, those guys have a connection to each other. What's Nigel Benn and Chris Eubanks Sr. And listen, for whatever Chris Eubanks Sr. Is, the entire time, when he was unhappy with the fight, when he didn't want the fight to happen, he was completely against this fight happening. Okay? He tried everything in his power to make sure this fight didn't happen. But that whole time, Chris Eubanks Sr. was ringing the bell for Nigel Benn's son, Conor Ben, and saying, listen, this guy cannot be fighting. They're ruining his career if they haven't ruined it already by making him go up in weight. Because what they know and what they understand is that when he goes up in weight, you cannot come back down. It's not going to work like that. He's also had a PED issue, a failed test, Conor Ben. But the old man, every time I saw him ringing the bell, was trying to protect the other man's son. Every time. Maybe he was overstepping his bounds, but he wasn't just out there shitting them. So there's a major amount of respect between the families, though they don't like each other. All right? And if you remember back in the 90s, you know, Chris Eubanks would sit with his back to Nigel Benn. And Nigel Benn was a gangster. He wanted to knock him out, but they were professionals. They weren't out there throwing eggs at each other and shit. JP, crazy. I love how the 24-hour stream has been thrown for months now. Listen, that's JP's narrative right there, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with me. JP been throwing out the 24-hour stream. If we get 100,000 subs, I'll do a 24-hour stream. Okay? If we do 100,000 subs, I'll do All right, man. I'm gonna throw this. This is crazy. I'm gonna throw this in the poll. I don't know how this even made it up here. Mom, no, hold on. What we watching? Let's get it. Mom for with dog. All right, that's it. Let's see what else we got. And everybody's arguing this one gorilla versus 100 men shit. What's y'all's thoughts? I got my answer from the only dude I'm gonna listen to for animals, which is this dude Forrest Galante. Right? And Forrest made an argument that I don't see nobody else making. Everybody's one side or the other. His makes actual sense. But y'all tell me what y'all think first. Am I going to have to put up a poll before this is over about the 100 men versus the fucking gorilla? Right. I don't even know what this means, but fuck it. We'll put it there. Drunk, man. Drunk does unthinkable in front of cops. Must contain between 1 and 35 characters. All right, too many. This is crazy. Drunk does the unthinkable. I'll just take that out. Boom. We'll go right there. All right, let's get it. Start the poll. Those are crazy choices. Right there, the first one. Shy, I thought we were watching the pages. No. I didn't mean that for today, yo. You gotta pay attention. Not for today. No, I said I want to look into that. I want to get the information on that, and then so I'll set that up. We'll do that as a whole thing, like as a whole live. Shy, you should do on the sports channel Assault in the Ring, man. We've been watching that movie since that shit came out years ago. Amazing, crazy story. Louis Resto, Billy Collins, Panama Lewis. The one that I mix. Crazy story. I definitely want to cover that. I want to cover I want to cover a lot of stuff, man. I want to do a lot of things. I just need this channel to get to where it got to get to. So that I have the time to do that. Get the fuck out of here. Vicente's gone all the way crazy. Yo, chat, I know a website where we could buy enough bots to get Shy to 100K. If we buy them by tonight, Shy will have a 24-hour stream ready for us by the end of the week. No fake shit over here, Vicente. We don't do no fake shit over here. All right? I stay at 10K. I stay at 99. What is it? What we at? 9904? I stay at 9904 before I buy a fake anything around this bitch. If Tubo's gonna give me grace or not. But salute to Vicente. It's the thought that counts, right?
No mommy's wait.
But no, JP, I wanna really dig into that one and do a deep dive into that. So I wanna line up all my information before I even get on live. So I'll pick a day to do that shit next week. JP wildin'. So far, the woman stabbing the cop is crazy. All right. I don't know how mom jailed for ex with a dog, the family dog, even made it onto El Tubo. Make sure you get your votes in. I'm going to shut them votes down in a minute. Get some body cam going for the last hour of this. Crazy talk. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to cover on the Fight Channel. And I've decided that from now on, like the Diddy stuff like that, that's going to go on the True Crime Channel. Some stuff ain't going to be worthy of being edited. Some of the political stuff not worthy of being edited. I want to keep 4 beginners. I want to be able to do what I did with the DMX joint. These are 3 joints that DMX hated. Boom. Do that story. This is the story of this, and that. I want to do that on that channel. Head Kick, same thing. I want to talk about BJ Penn, what he's going through. Sad to see what BJ Penn is going through right now. I want to talk about shit. Yeah, he sunned them. Oh, man, that is an observation in human behavior, Fernando. I always remember Panama saying, come and give daddy a hug. Yeah. All he did was sun Louis Resto over and over, and all Louis Resto did was sun himself. All right, rest in peace, Irish Billy Collins. Sorry, did you hear of another prisoner unalive in the prison by the CEOs? It was around March, but they just did the quick news breakdown. No, I did not. The dog was always happy to see the mom when I was watching that video. Stop playing, Vicente. Oh, shit. All right, man. So far, it's looking like the woman stabbing the cop is where we're going with this. All right? Vicente already caught the other one, so. Also, never going to have a YouTube channel, JP. I get him. Don't let me make $1 million on YouTube. Also going to have a channel. I know what the fuck he going to be doing on there. You have a channel. All right. It's looking like I'm going to end this poll. 50%, woman stabbed in the face. Let's get it. Or woman stabbed cop in the face.
Hey guys, I just found an amazing digital marketing expert on Fiverr.
The company had its
There we go. JP said it right. Vicente, you're appreciated, but we can't go the bot route or we're losing everything. Facts. All this work down the drain for a 24-hour stream. No mommy's way.
No mommy's way.
JP said, I didn't even get to vote. You took too long. Too much complaining about the pagers and talking about CEOs, COs and shit. You missed the boat, bro. Go get your fucking shine
Go home and
box.
get your fucking shine box.
Let's get it.
This traffic stop turned into a sudden nightmare for her kids as she decided to fight cops over some expired tags.
I'm gonna have a picture because my stuff got damaged in my last house.
That's missing all the numbers from here over.
Well, that's what I have right now. So I'll go back to the house.
I don't have a lot of good news for you.
Wait, she didn't have the right information?
You don't want no problems.
Shout out Fernando. The Khalif Browder story will be great too. I want to cover that. I want to cover the kid in the mat in the gym. I want to cover that. There's a lot of things I want to cover, man. Not enough me.
Here over.
Decided to fight cops over some expired tags.
I'm gonna have a picture because my stuff got damaged in my last house.
That's missing all the numbers from here over.
Well, I don't know what to
That's what
tell
I
you.
have right now. So I'll go back to the house.
I don't have a lot of good news for you. They want your tag back as well, so I have to take that. Okay.
The park the car and call a Hoover with the kids.
Yeah, whatever you gotta do.
So I park somewhere safe so I get towed.
Yeah. So give me a second to take the tag off, and then I'll come back up here. I'll get you out of here, okay?
Yes, sir. I'll take it off. Excuse me.
I got it.
No, pardon me.
Please go have a seat.
It's my car. I'll take it
No,
off.
I did not ask you to get out of the car.
Okay, and
Go have
why
a
are you
seat.
putting your hands on me?
I did not ask you to get out. Have a seat.
I can get out of the car if I need to. I'm literally taking
This is
it
the
off.
last time I'm going to ask you. Have a seat.
I'm trying to get some water out of the car.
Well, now she wanted to get some water. She wanted to take the tags. Now she wanted to get the water. She already got mad MacGuffins and she ain't even done shit yet.
You don't want no problems.
Shout out Vicente. I agree. That's why we respect Shine. This platform he's put together, he's always keeping it 100. Salutes to you, bro. We'll stay at 9904 before we do some fake shit over it. All right?
Why are you
Officer, you failed from all of this. You had her hands and everything. Should have gone for the legs. I mean, they didn't teach you nothing. Gotta go for the double leg takedown. You got all them gloves on for shit. You should have popped her with the screwdriver right on her shit. She'd have stopped. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so.
Don't you put your hands on me. I'm just trying to get some water.
Tango 13, I need another one.
Get
Here
off
now.
of me.
1018, please.
Where'd she get the blade? Oh, she pulled that big motherfucker out her titty.
Get your hands off of me. Take your hands off of me. Get off of me.
That was titty sword concealment right there, boy. Right? Never underestimate what a woman can hide in her bra, okay? Brass knuckles, blade, pepper spray, 6 bricks, fucking Toyota. You never know what a woman can hide in her bra.
Don't you put your hands on me. I'm just trying to get some water.
Tango 13, I need another one.
Get
Here
off
now.
of me.
1018.
Boom. So he pulling on her shirt. She look in, she reach in, and she pull out, and she go after him right here. You might have to slow-mo this shit.
Tango 13, I need another one.
Get
Here
off
now.
of me.
1018, please.
You better take your hands off of me. Take your hands off of me. Take your hands off of me. Get off of me. Get your hands off of me. Get your hands off of me. I do not know you. Get your hands off of me.
Yeah, daddy know what she's doing. Daddy should have gone and grabbed her by her motherfucking greñas and said, what the fuck are you doing? Are you crazy? What the fuck is wrong with you? Yo, man, let her know you have children. He gonna smoke the shit out of you. AKs, tasers in her bra. You never know. Could be anything.
Get your hands off of me. I do not know you. Get your hands off of me.
JP went too far. I had to take it too far. I mean, men themselves hide blades in their mouths and boof them as needed, allegedly. All right, for those that don't know what boofing is, you're just going to have to look that shit up yourself.
I just said your hands off of me. I do not know you. Get your hands off of me. I just said he's dragging me. He's dragging me. I'm trying to get my way. Let me go. Put my foot down. I'm going to walk over there. Stop. Can you let me go?
Wait, did she cut him? Did she? I thought she pulled something. It looked like she pulled something out. What am I looking at here? She just did the BJ pin. You know, BJ was cold with that. You get if BJ threw a little kick at you, or if you went for a double leg and he pulled back and you got that 1 foot, he'll bounce all over that shit. Super agile. She got the same shit.
Can you let my foot?
Let your foot. He should have took that foot all the way up to Jesus and flipped her goofy ass over and done deal.
My foot go. Don't do that. I'm trying to say Don't do that. I'm trying to say Don't do that. I just said I can't hospital because I couldn't breathe. I'm sorry. I can't. No, emergency room. I was pregnant a couple of days ago.
You'll hear every excuse out of a woman's mouth, boy, in the middle of some shit. She can stab you 50 times or whatever. She's telling dude, I was just pregnant a couple days ago. Nobody cares. At this point, nobody cares. Nobody cares if you had to pay a bill yesterday. Nobody cares if you were sad. Nobody cares if you were pregnant. Like, none of that shit has anything to do with what's happening at this moment. Those are just more proof of your bad decision making. Your goofy
I'm sorry, I can't. No, emergency room. I was pregnant a couple of days ago. Can you? You are an unkind person. I just said I was.
An unkind person? And the officer went quiet.
Take off the tag off of my car.
I will help you take the tag off of the car. No, you went out there demanding shit. Then you said it was water. What does she got? She got something in that trunk she didn't want him to see, or what's her problem?
I'm sorry, I can't come out. Because I was pregnant a couple of days ago. Can you? You are a kind person. I just said I will help you take off the tag off of my car. You're unkind, racist person.
Nah, bitch.
And for these.
The camera says otherwise. The camera says otherwise.
You're unkind, racist person.
Ma'am. And for these.
Off of me.
He's bleeding.
Can you
She
please?
just took this out of his pocket and stuff.
I did not take that out.
Yes, you did.
I did not. Okay.
Yes, you did.
Excuse me.
Yes, you did.
She thought the whole time that this man was trying to help her.
Although it wasn't captured on the body.
Oh, got him. No wonder he went quiet. He's doing everything in his soul to not kill this motherfucker. Damn, I said the wrong word. To not unalive this motherfucker. Did she poke him with the screwdriver? Did she take the screwdriver from him?
Body cam. As per the police report, Danielle slapped the glasses off the officer's face, leaving him bleeding, then removed his radio and even tried stabbing him with his own pen.
Oh!
She's really on some John Wick shit.
She on some Juan Wick shit. I feel sorry for your father. On some Menace to Society shit, because he's sitting back there watching her be real stupid. And you just caught you a case. You better have a body in that trunk for you to justify what you just did. Like, what?
In the gas station parking lot. Him bleeding. Police report.
Got him.
I did not take that out.
Yes, you did.
I did not. Okay.
Yes, you did.
Excuse me.
Yes, you did.
Although it wasn't captured on the body cam, as per the police report, Danielle slapped the glasses off the officer's face, leaving him bleeding, then removed his radio and even tried stabbing him with his own pen. She's really on some John Wick shit.
In the gas station parking lot.
He's bleeding. You did.
Get on the ground now. Get on the ground.
Get on the ground.
Now you see now.
On the ground. Dump her.
Why you putting me on the ground? Do you not understand where you've been for the last 10 minutes? You just poked the police in the face. Where you think you going?
There's kids in the car.
I'm pregnant. Get off of my stomach.
Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Now.
Hey guys, it's okay. Everything's good.
See? All that stupid shit. All she had to do was stay in the front seat with her babies. What they would have found in the back, that's on your choice right there. All right? But nobody did nothing to them babies but you.
It'll be all right, guys, okay?
I don't want to put my weight on my stomach.
Okay, give me this one and then we'll run inside.
Tell them why, dumb. Tell them you were pregnant a couple days ago. And now you're a super gangster.
The ground is. I'm trying to.
Oh, we've reached the crying stage. It was inevitable. Right? Just when we thought we made it through without tears, when we thought she was just no. Now we have tears.
Sir, is there any weapons in the car? Do you have any weapons on you? Here, I'm just gonna pat you down real quick so you can deal with the kids.
The inconvenience you done put your children through, the inconvenience you done put your father through.
Stop it. Stop it.
You're fine. You gotta get it out. You're fine. Tighten it up. Hold up. No, you can breathe. You're fine. The officer had her by the leg. She was hopping. He was telling her to get down. He told her to get down once, but then as I got closer, I could see he appeared to be in distress. He was bleeding from 2 to 3 areas on his face. Okay. She looked at me. I looked at her and I was like, what did you do? Yeah. Get down. Tighten it up.
Okay, tighten it, please. Please take me out. Please, I beg you, please. Okay, please.
Are you guys gonna poker stick me?
No, I just got paid. I'm a veteran. I'm a retired veteran.
All right, you hang on with the kids.
AKA, I just got paid. Leave my motherfucking money alone.
They don't have to listen to see all this. Okay?
I just got paid. I'm a veteran. I'm a retired veteran.
All right, you hang on with the kids so they don't have to listen to see all this, okay?
They're scared.
I know, I get it.
We had a spare tag. We're trying to fix the car.
Go pay the tag stuff.
I got you, man. I got you.
And I told her let the
I don't know
officer
what's
take the
going
tag.
on.
I said let the officer take the tag off.
Then all of a sudden she started struggling. She reached for the officer and she took the pen out.
Okay, wow.
Put it to her right hand. My impression was she was going to use it as a weapon and stab him
Okay, yeah,
in the face
sure.
or the neck.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, okay.
And I screamed at her, got her attention. I reached over and took it from her.
Awesome. Thank you for doing
And then
that.
that's when all the
Police arrived. Thank you so much for what you did.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
You're not going to get enough credit for it, but, you know, just know you did an awesome thing for us. So, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right.
Now, if you were a cop, they do a whole ceremony for you and shit. You did good, bro. Why do they block out the tag of the police station, huh? I mean, the police precinct.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right.
Look at that.
I promise I won't do anything.
All right, take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. We're gonna set you up. Okay?
Can you please help me up? Please.
Just a moment.
I promise you I won't move. She's just Jamaican and crazy.
That's my father's shit right there, man. That's my father right there. That's just a crazy Puerto Rican, man. That woman, that's just a crazy woman.
Take a breath. We're gonna set you up. Okay?
Can you please help me up? Please.
Just a moment.
I promise you I won't move. She's just Jamaican and crazy. I told her, I said, let the officer take the tag off the car. She said, she wanted to take it. I said, no, let him take it off. I'm military. Okay. Let him take the damn tag off.
Was she driving the car?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. So you're the driver? Okay.
No, I said, let's take an Uber.
Come straight up. Do you have anything illegal on you? It's gonna cut me, stick me, or poke me?
Mama, you caught yourself a case with your dumb ass. That was stupid.
Yeah, hold on. Can I please get my bearing? Hold on. You know what? Excuse me.
If all he was gonna do was take off the tag and she just had to pull over, catch an Uber, and bounce and do what she gotta do from there, cool. Everything else, she played herself.
You wearing a bra? Or is it just way up there?
It's a bra, it's a front.
I thought she pulled, so evidently she didn't have nothing in the titties, right? She just pulled dude's pen and said, "Eh." It's crazy talk.
It's on front. It's on.
You don't have anything over your bra? Just the underwire?
It's unhooked in the front.
It's unhooked in the front? Okay. Okay, well, you have something up in your bra. I just can't see what it is because it's sticking out. So as soon as we get you in the cruiser, we'll look. What do you have up in your bra? What do you have up in your bra?
I don't, it's part of it's a front attachment, bro.
It's just the front attachment?
Yes.
All that Kung Fu made sure Cop Sensei was going to charge the chi out of her.
What? I told her let the man take the tag off. And I said, baby, let him take the tag off. It's a tag. We're going to pay the fines and get another one.
Right.
She said, I want to take it off. She's a girl. Independent girl.
That has nothing to do with it.
I know. I told her don't get out the car. I'm military, sir.
No, and guess what? Nobody gives a fuck about that shit either, sir. Sorry. I'm military. What do you think? Stop saying that, repeating that. What that mean? You got more sense than somebody with some common sense? Like, salutes to the military, but I'm just saying that's just like her throwing the pregnancy out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your military upbringing, your discipline evidently didn't rub off on her to get her to not act a fool.
Yes, sir, I can understand that. We appreciate it.
Ma'am, you're leaning away from us.
I'm sorry.
Damn, ain't wedgied her. She got a super wedgie. Played yourself, girl. There was really nothing for you to do back there.
Walk to the car, you're going to turn around, you're going to sit down, and you're going to face me.
You want me to turn this way first?
Turn around, face me.
So cooperative now. Shit.
Okay.
Sit. Thank you.
Okay.
Now, I can see you have something in your bra, so you're going to keep facing me.
Okay.
And I'm going to unloop your bra and just see if it's just a front clasp that's undone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Thank you.
It's just a front clasp?
Yes.
Okay, so while you were struggling, it came undone? Is that
There's
true?
There's nothing in my hair, miss.
Okay, well, we got to check. Go ahead and put your feet in.
Okay.
Put your feet in for me, please.
Hold on.
I will ask you one more time, ma'am. Put your feet in. Thank you.
Thought you had a friend. He said she
This came out of
Jamaican
her
and crazy.
back pocket. Who's arrested so I can give this to her? It's just $1.
Just hand to me right now.
All right, Peter, got it. And this is, I didn't check her shoes yet.
You okay?
Yeah, I saw them pulling her. They were going to put her in my car here, but then they walked to a different car. This one's mine.
Why is the yellow tape up, officer?
I'm
military.
It might just be naked.
I'm military. Why is the yellow tape up? I'm military. So?
I'm sure nobody's coming into the parking lot, is my guess. I don't know. But, I mean, you heard her screaming.
Fuck you mean, why is the yellow tape up? She poked an officer, Mr. Military.
I didn't hear them call. They'll probably get a rescue truck down here to check her out if anything happened to her. I said I didn't hear. I got here after the fact, kind of. But now it's kind of the point where now it's calmed down, so everybody's going to figure out what's going on. End of the day,
we just
nobody's
got some
dead or
lunch.
anything.
We just went to the park with the kids.
Right.
I said, baby, go get the tire fixes, go pay the rest of the fines and see how much the tag is.
Right. Yeah, the fines are easy to replace.
What is the charge?
Bad deal, obviously.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure, yeah. Probably, well, I don't know if it's aggravated.
I don't know what they're...
I would charge her with,
I don't know what the original...
I would charge her, I would have to entertain neglect or child abuse, too, doing that to the police in front of kids. The same as you're committing a violent crime, a felony with the children present, you know?
Okay, that sounds like some extra shit, officer. Like you just want to put people away for a longer time, keep them farther away from their children there, officer. Huh? Get your goofy ass. Shut the fuck up. Go get your fucking
Go home and get your
box.
fucking shine box.
Okay? Don't get it fucked up. Them kids, yeah, there's trauma involved right there, but you don't make the law. You don't even understand the law, but you're able to say some shit like that. I'd charge you with some shit that had to do with endangering the children for them to have to see all of this, for me to have to send them off somewhere. Shut your goofy ass up, Bubba. What the fuck is you talking about?
Charge her with,
I don't know what the original...
I would charge her, I would have to entertain neglect or child abuse, too, doing that to the police in front of kids. The same as you're committing a violent crime, a felony with the children present, you know?
Is the AC on?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, good.
I checked it.
I just want to make sure because it is hot.
Yeah, it's very hot.
It would be much worse hanging out in there.
So there's going to be an officer that's going to meet us up here. She has more of your property. So we're just going to hang tight for a minute until she meets us.
They gave her her head wrap back, which is strange. Before we saw any camera footage, did we see any camera footage of her without the head wrap? Not even a little bit.
Here, she's on her way, so maybe five-ish, 10 minutes.
I didn't have any property.
Not like a phone or anything?
That was all in my car.
Okay, well, like I said, she has something that belongs to you, I guess. Okay,
The female was charged with battery on law enforcement officer, aggravated assault on law enforcement officer, strong arm robbery, criminal mischief, resisting arrest with violence, resisting arrest without violence, depriving officer of communication, child abuse, and driving while license suspended.
Child abuse to me is crazy. That's some bullshit. But whatever. To me, that's just tacked on. That's, you played yourself, Nana. You had no reason. You had no reason to go that route. None.
YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen. Click to watch now.
None.
This kid really thought he'd get away with...
Yeah, I want to cover that story right there, too. All right, let's get another poll up real quick. Salutes Hunters up in the chat for y'all. Put a razor in her bra. Give him a Kool-Aid smile. She poked him up. We didn't hear nothing else from the police. Police got the fuck out of there. They were done with him. They were definitely done with him. All right, let's see what else we got here. Tough guy gets surprised of his life. Tough guy, surprise. We did that. We did that. We did that. Girlfriends, police call. To felony. And we saw that one. Let's see what else we got. Middle school principal, surprise of life. Let's get it. Get your votes in. Let's get on to the next one. Salutes. Hunters up. Get that money. Millions. Let me spin the wheel side. That shit's hilarious. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Get your votes in. Get your votes in the live chat. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Salutes. Terry, it said clear as day. MS13 on his knuckles. Terry, why do you do this, Terry? Y'all want to see an officer scare the shit out of herself while we wait?
False. There's a freaking mirror, bro.
That bitch shot herself in the mirror.
No mommy's wait.
That cop needs to go back and get his son.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Oh no, it wasn't Jonathan Shannon. It was Velez. It was Velez. Maybe we keep a tally. We fucking open the bar all week, keep a tally. I don't know. But it's way early. And mind you, some days are good for that kind of action, but not today. She shot herself in the fucking mirror, bro. See it again.
I turned that way. Fuck. Huh?
We're not selling later, boss. We don't need.
But we have to finish freaking clearing it.
Oh, she knows she's fucked. But we have to finish freaking clearing this. No, lo cagaste.
Yo vivo tranquila con la penetration. Cállate, hipopuerta.
Okay. You're scared of your own reflection.
That's what I said, mirror.
I didn't hear you say that.
It's funny. He said mirror. He's salty. Like, this motherfucker just let off in this house.
You alright?
Yeah, I didn't hit anything. There's a door right here.
Alright, so you got a picture here. He's going to clear past the mirror. The mirror's down right here. Windowsill. This is the mirror right here. She's about to walk into that frame and bust through it.
No, false. There's a freaking mirror, bro. I turned that way.
I cleared it up.
Fuck.
Catch the hole.
Huh?
You got something later, but you don't need.
But we have to finish freaking clearing it.
He said, I'm not going to call it out, but we'll tell him later. Meaning he didn't call it on the radio. Shots. False alarm, shots fired, or whatever the fuck. She said, we got to clear this first.
That's what I said, mirror.
I didn't hear you say that.
I didn't hear him say mirror either, but we're going to clear it. We're going to play it again, see if he said mirror.
You alright?
Yeah, I didn't hit anything. There's a door right here.
Yes, take
That just freak.
I ain't hear him say shit. Nothing. So he a damn lie too.
False.
See what this says. Police post training, PID decision making, all part of proper and safe gun handling. 2 personal stories. During my time with LAPD, we got a prowler call. Lady at home with her kids hears what she thinks is someone trying to get in. As soon as we're clearing the backyard, my partner pops the shed door and I come face to face with a 6-foot werewolf mannequin. Halloween decoration. We had a laugh after I changed my pants. I did come up on target, but didn't put my finger on the trigger and didn't press it. At my current PD, we were doing a search when a football spilled into a neighboring jurisdiction. Oh, where a foot bail. I was like, what? Where a foot bail spilled into a neighboring jurisdiction. I came around the corner of a dumpster at the time as a sergeant from the other PD. He came up on target, me, but didn't shoot. I kept my gun at low ready. There's a separate discussion to be had on deconflicting search areas, not mixing departments, etc. But the reason no one, especially me, was hurt was only one of the safety rules was violated. LE training tends to emphasize safe ranges and not safe shooters. A safe shooter will be safe in a 360 environment. Someone who can only be safe in a sterile environment likely will be unsafe in the world. I don't know. She just licked a shot at herself in the motherfucking mirror, so it is what it is. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Let's see. This shit is still 50-50. Oh, no. Bullshit. No, it's not. Let's get it. Girlfriend's call leads to a felony. I'm ending the poll now. Girlfriend's call leads to felony. Where is it? Boom.
On February 15, 2025, police respond to a residence in Champaign, Illinois, where a man began...
Goddamn, Illinois.
On February 15, 2025, police respond to a residence in Champaign, Illinois, where a man began acting violent after being asked to leave his girlfriend's apartment. Officers temporarily detain the 40-year-old suspect, but it won't be long before he singles out one of the officers and attacks him unexpectedly.
Turn around. Just because you're in handcuffs does not mean you're getting arrested. It just means you're being detained. Because you keep moving around, you keep advancing towards me. We're trying to figure out what...
She told you to get out, Papa. You should tell you to get out. If it's her shit, her name is on the shit, you just got to get out. Bro, what are you doing?
What's going on?
Man, I don't know. I don't know.
There's 2 sides to every story, man.
All right, man. Can I go to jail?
You're not going to jail. You're just being detained until we figure stuff out. He kept on digging in his pocket. Make sure he's got no guns or anything.
Man,
just his wallet.
Money, man.
All right, well, we're going to make sure.
Hey, open the door. Hey, Tina.
Stop
Tina.
it. Enough.
Tina.
What is
man,
going on?
Man, stop letting man open this door.
What is going on? You don't want to tell us anything?
Am I going to jail?
No,
Yeah,
you're
man,
not.
look,
You're
I-
just detained because you keep walking around. You keep approaching us. You keep digging your hands in your pockets.
I ain't got no pocket. You gotta be locked up.
What do you
nigga.
mean? You have pockets right here. All right. Sit right here. He doesn't want to tell us. Sit right here.
I ain't.
We're going to wait for my
You
partner.
already know. Hey, you serve with a female.
We're going to wait for my partner.
The fuck is he talking about?
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Why you 40 at your girlfriend's house? Did they say his age? Did they say he was 40? He just mad. She done called the police on him. She want him out. As soon as he's gone, the other homie gonna come through. But I don't know what the fuck he just said.
It's right
They're
here.
telling you you're not under arrest as of this moment. Maybe the best they could do is tell you to kick rocks and get lost. Fucking up the holidays, man.
Hands in your pockets.
I ain't got no pocket. You gotta be locked up.
What do you
nigga.
mean? You have pockets right here. All right. Sit right here. He doesn't want to tell us. Sit right here.
I ain't.
We're going to wait for
Man,
my
you
partner.
already know. Hey, you serve with a female.
We're going to wait for my partner. We're going to see what my partner's going to stick with you.
I'm
And then
not-
I'm going to talk to him. What's your name?
Hey, you already know what domestic.
I don't know what your name is. I've never dealt with you. This is my first time talking
When
to
they
you.
bust my window
I don't know who you are. I wasn't here, man.
in my house.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who you are, dude. I've never talked with you at all.
All right, 10-4. What am I supposed to do?
Nobody's in trouble right now, okay?
Is this your wallet here?
We're trying to figure out what your name is.
That's it, man. That's
Okay,
it.
that's all I
I got hundreds in there, man.
Okay.
Where's she at?
She's outside.
I open the door.
He's lit. The boy ain't sober, that's for sure. And what's up with this police all in his face? I don't know. What? Look at him. I don't know who that is. Is he antagonizing him? All right, because dude seem a little fucked up, but the cops seem a little weird too.
My
You already know.
Watch
Hey,
the
you
cop.
serve with a female.
We're going to wait for my partner. We're going to see what my partner's going to stick with you.
I'm
And then
not-
I'm going to talk to him. What's your name?
Hey, you already know what domestic.
I don't know what your name is. I've never dealt with you. This is my first time
When
talking to
they
you.
bust my window
I don't know who you are. I wasn't here, man.
in my house.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who you are, dude. I've never talked with you at all.
They're definitely having two different conversations, that's for sure.
Oh, what am I supposed to do?
What I'm supposed to do? He don't know what the fuck is happening, where she at. Open the door so I can see her. She called the police on you, bro. She wants you to pack your shit and get out. But he sounds lit. He's not putting sentences together too well.
Is this your wallet here?
We're trying to figure out what your name is.
That's it, man.
And again, that don't take much. Just a couple spins of the wheel around here. I'm slurring.
Okay, that's all I
I got hundreds in there, man.
Okay.
Where's she at?
She's outside.
I open the door. Man, all right, man.
Sit down.
All right, you same one, bitch ass nigga. You the same one with Carmen.
Leo,
Man, I wanna
Lincoln,
push your
Everett,
bitch
Ocean.
ass out.
Be quiet.
Man,
We're just trying to figure out
Man, I
what's
knock your bitch ass out. You always want to. Man, get the fuck up.
Be quiet.
Man, why I fuck you up?
Dude, Leo, I've never talked
Man,
with you before.
I ain't fucked you nobody. Shut the
just
fuck
told-
up.
I haven't.
He ain't having it, boy. Dude is confused. Something's not right.
Man, you got my shit on there. Bitch ass. I ain't fucked you nobody. Why I fuck you up?
Dude, Leo, I've never talked
Man,
with you before.
I ain't fucked you nobody. Shut the
just
fuck
told-
up.
I haven't.
Man, you got my shit on there.
No, 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 no.
Yo, look at the surprise in his face when he say, man, how you know my name? Why you got my shit when he's waving the ID at him? Oh, it's classic shit. Look at him. Oh, shit.
Man, why I fuck you
Dude,
up?
Leo, I've never talked
Man,
with you before.
I ain't fucked you nobody. Shut the
just
fuck
told-
up.
I haven't.
Man, you got my shit on there. Bitch ass nigga. You, Asian faggot. Man, I can't wait.
Yeah, he
I
lit.
can't wait. Man, get your bitch ass on with Carmen. Faggot. Man, all right, my name Leo.
Watch out for him. She's not here.
Man, get the fuck
Do you
on.
live here, Leo?
Nah. Man, get the fuck on. Do you stay here?
Go ahead.
Just his pants, there's nothing else.
Yeah.
Socks, shoes. Where's the shirt?
He hasn't done anything. He's right there.
He'll be back. I don't know why she called the police on him. He'll be back.
Right.
Okay.
Is there anything else that belongs to him? That's it? Nothing else belongs to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't done anything.
Well, they still ain't got no reason to fuck him up. He still ain't gave him a reason to fuck him up. So, you know, if he would have stayed just the way he is right now and they put him in the car, cool, that's just. But to start stomping him out, you know.
Oh, what's your problem?
I'm asking you if you have a
Hey,
coat
get the
in
fuck
here.
on, nigga.
Okay.
I ain't got no coat.
Sit down.
All right, man. Damn.
Sit
Man, you
down.
a bitch.
Do not get up again.
All right, man. I'll beat your bitch ass.
All she wants is you out of here.
Man,
That's
fuck
all
you.
I
Hey, you already up, man. Watch your hand. All right. I'm gonna whoop one of the.
Hey, right now you've got the option to leave. If you don't do that, you're
How
about
I'm
to
gonna
go to,
leave?
You're
Be
about
out
to go
my
to
back.
jail for disorderly.
Man, fuck you. All right.
Okay, listen. Hey.
I am. I'm super.
To that they said it's gonna get there. He said he's real. What's the word? He's real literal, right? Because he's like, he told him earlier. He said, "You have your hands in your pockets." He said, "I'm gonna have my hands in my pockets. You got me locked up," meaning he got the cuffs on. He meant a minute ago. Right now, he told him, "You got a chance to go home." He said, "How I'm gonna go? You got me handcuffed." He telling you. I just dropped a video on L Crimes where they're telling the young lady, all I have to do is write you a new citation and you could go. She wild out to the point of going to jail. Like, you played yourself. You did this shit to yourself. Shout out Vernon Himes on the check-in. Appreciate you.
You don't want no problems.
Salutes. That's just a marker for the edit. But he's real literal. How I'm gonna go home? Got me handcuffed.
Super.
Okay, listen.
That you're
How I'm
about to
gonna leave?
Hey, right now you've got the option to leave. If you don't do that, you're
How I'm
about to
gonna leave?
You're
Be
about
out
to
my
go to
back.
jail for disorderly.
Man, fuck you. All right.
Okay, listen. Hey.
I am. I'm super. Super aggressive.
What's up?
She got the nerve to talk soft to him. She done called the police on him. You chose him, mama.
Okay, listen. Hey.
I am. I'm super. Super aggressive.
What's up?
Can I help you?
Hang out here for a second. What's that?
He's not telling me much.
Yeah, nothing happened. She just wants him gone.
Okay.
Nothing happened. She just wants him gone. He's definitely not sober. So she pulled a move on him. He probably had it coming. Don't get it fucked up. But she pulled a move on him.
He doesn't have any kind of residency or anything. He's got the clothes on his back, and that's it. So.
Okay.
Stop. Go. I'll stuff your ass out.
Hey, Leo.
He a
where do you
violent
want
piece
to go?
of shit, boy. Well, he talk all that shit, though, but she probably smacks him up every day.
Oh, she doesn't want you here. I can bring.
Your ass out.
Hey, Leo. Where do you want to go? She doesn't want you here. I could bring. I could take you. Where do you want to go?
Man, you ain't taking me nowhere. All right,
You
fuck
want to
you.
leave? You want to leave?
You
You want to leave?
All you have to do is put your clothes on.
And leave. That's all you gotta do, man. But you keep getting
But
like.
he keep forgetting that. Like every 13 seconds, he forget that all he got to do is put his clothes on and leave.
I'm gonna beat your ass again.
You want to stomp me out? You want to fight? Why? Stop.
You're gonna beat her ass again? Has anybody?
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
And you just told her you was going to stomp her as the dude was walking in and tell you to kick rocks. All right? So you played yourself. You done punched your piece of shit card. And they going to treat you.
But you keep getting like.
I'm gonna beat your.
Leave. That's all you gotta do, man. But you keep getting like.
I'm gonna beat your ass again.
You want to stomp me out? You want to fight? Why?
You see how she reiterated what he said when the cop was walking in. This is all.
Put your clothes on.
And leave. That's all you gotta do,
Everybody's
man.
on it except for him right now. He's the only one. He done fucking played himself, Locago. He ain't going. He got nowhere to go. You gotta go somewhere. Go outside. Gotta go outside. I mean, but This is crazy. Madness.
But you keep getting like
Oh,
this.
I'm gonna beat your ass again.
You wanna stop me out? You wanna fight? Why? Stop.
You're gonna beat her ass again? As in you've already done that before? When was that?
He did not do that.
They said beat my ass again.
You.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop your ass out. You.
Okay.
Can you stop?
Where do you want to go?
I'm gonna catch you again.
Can you
We're charming.
stop?
We're charming. I'm gonna catch your ass again.
Okay.
Can you put your clothes
I'm
on,
gonna, go ahead. You got me locked up.
Here.
Where do you want to go?
Again.
Here.
All right, calm me down.
And I feel like he feels like he had a run-in with that cop. Because he keeps saying, we're coming. Like there's another cop involved. But these two just took what he said and they're going to run with that shit. He did tell her he wanted to stomp her. He pulled a quick move. That was a slick one. Say he was talking to the cop. Because he has been telling that cop, I'm going to whoop your ass. I'm going to get you. Because of this, that, and the other. He said, remember my house and the window and blah, 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 blah. So in his mind, he got some kind of run-in with the cop.
You.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop your ass out. You.
Okay.
Can you stop?
Where do you want to go?
I'm gonna catch you again.
Can you
We're
stop?
charming. I'm gonna catch your ass again.
Okay.
Can you put your clothes
I'm
on,
gonna,
please?
go ahead. You got me locked up.
Here.
Where do you want to go?
Again.
Here.
All right, calm me
Can I put
down.
your shirt on for you?
Calm me down.
Let's walk him out.
Yeah.
And then he can get dressed up.
Where's the shoes at?
By the door.
Here you go again. What's the badge number here?
769.
I can't wait to catch your ass.
So,
All right.
I grapple,
You making threats on the police, boy.
fight, and I know how to
Nah,
shoot.
beat your ass.
So
Let me out there.
Pick your poison, dude.
All right, let me out.
The officer said I'm a grappler, all right? Studied jiu-jitsu, I'm a blue belt, okay? And I carry a gun.
Yeah. What's the badge number here?
769.
I can't wait to catch your ass.
So,
All right.
I grapple, I fight, and I know how to
Nah,
shoot.
beat your ass.
So
Let me out there.
Pick your poison, dude.
All right, let me out.
Let's go.
I'm gonna beat you.
Let's go.
See ya.
Let's go.
Man, here you go again.
Officer Jackson, do you mind grabbing the shoe?
Hey, you gonna fucking stop me out?
Is this his? Is this his van?
This is cool.
Okay. You want me to take that with me?
Yeah, this is cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Now, he made threats and shit. They got reason to lock him up, but they ain't got reason to beat his ass too now, nigga. Now, that's a threat against a police officer. They got reason to lock him up. They ain't got reason to whoop his ass yet. All right? They don't have no need to whoop his ass yet. No, I haven't seen that, JP. That story's the gift that keeps on giving.
You don't want no problems.
Hey, just grab his wallet. His wallet was on the couch.
Yeah, I've got it. Hey, you understand me, Leo? We're gonna let you out of handcuffs. Listen.
Look, they're gonna let him out of handcuffs, all right? You're right. That's some nice ass police. They're gonna let him go. They even with the shit that he set up upstairs where he incriminated himself, they're gonna let him walk out of this place. He gonna play himself, guaranteed.
Leo, we're gonna let you out of handcuffs. Listen, look at me. You understand me, Leo? We're gonna let you out of handcuffs. Listen, look at me. Leo, we're gonna let you out of handcuffs. You're gonna get dressed and you're gonna leave. Do you understand that? Do you understand that?
The other option is jail, dude. We don't want to
Man, I don't give a fuck about it, man, let me out. I ain't going to jail.
Is there a place that you would like to go?
Man, I gotta.
You gonna walk home? Place on top of your head. Yes, you are. Put that on.
They should have. I would have never done it in the inside. They should have done that shit outside and let him go like a wild animal. Cause he gonna lash out at you right now. All right, they got one hand uncuffed. Where's that hand?
Man, I can't wait.
Leo, I've got your clothes and your jacket right here, okay?
Go ahead and get your stuff on.
Your wallet's right there too, okay?
Hey.
Go ahead.
Bruh, he's lit and confused. He's somewhere else. This can't be his all day fucking attitude and shit. All you gotta do is put your shit on and bounce.
It's okay if I can do it.
Yeah, you can put your stuff on. That's fine.
Can I put my shirt on?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait to catch up with you. You, every time you always.
Dude, I've never met you. This
He got a thing with this dude, but it be like that. We've seen cases like that before where a motherfucker just pinpoint one cop in the crowd and be like, there's some personal shit going on there, but this guy seems confused.
You.
Yes.
He was good. Every time he see that guy.
Can I put my shirt on?
Yes, sir.
I can't wait to catch up with you. Every time you always.
Dude, I've never met you. This
Shut the fuck up, man.
Okay, get your clothes on. Let's go.
Man, what you want to send me to jail? Fuck jail.
Hey, Leo, let's get dressed, okay? I don't want to see you getting hemmed up for no reason, okay?
I don't want it.
You don't want that?
No.
Okay. I'll give it back to her in a second. You just set it down for now.
I don't even want you to touch me. You send me to jail again.
All right. Let's get your stuff on. It's cold outside.
It's okay.
Yep. You can put your stuff on.
Hurry your ass up, man.
Peace.
He can't figure out the shirt. He's impaired.
Can I get some socks?
You got socks right there.
All right, put it on me then.
I'm not putting it on.
Man,
That's the assault.
Now you're going to jail.
You wasted it for that. You should have took all that shit. I'm gonna catch you later. You should have took your opportunity to slap him if you was gonna throw a shirt in his face. Come on, man. Motherfuckers is stupid. That's some dumb criminal shit right there. That's some dumb criminal shit. You been playing so. Shout out Young Jizzle. My bad. I know it ain't got nothing to do, but I woke up to a fucking wild day to a text saying my cousin unalived himself in the early AM hours. Condolences to you, bro. Condolences to your family. Salutes to your cousin. Moment of silence for your cousin. Si es la vida, my friend, unfortunately. Right? Hopefully he found some peace. Salutes 298, go time. Indeed. That was dumb. He wasted his shot. You know what I mean? He wasted his shot. All that talk about slapping this and I'm going to catch you and all of that. And when the time came, he threw a shirt at him, caught assault. You'd have caught the same assault if you'd have smacked him in his face.
Can I get some socks?
You got socks right there.
All right, put it on me then.
I'm not putting it on.
Man, all right.
Okay.
And guess what? He knew he fucked up right there. Watch his demeanor after he did it. He put his hands down, looked away like, oh, shit. Let's see.
Can I get some socks?
You got socks right there.
All right, put it on me then.
I'm not putting it on.
Man, all right.
Okay.
Now you're going to jail. Now I bet you put it in. Ain't no wrong with it.
Leo, you messed up, man.
Ain't no wrong with it.
You just battered me.
I'm gonna get my spot. You guys get it.
Back at 781.
Chink. Calm down. Nah, you can call the police. I ain't got no shoes.
Your shoes are like that. Just calm down.
That's some dumb shit right there.
I'm gonna throw your jacket on your arm.
Here you go again.
I don't want it. You don't want your shoes?
I don't want it.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Go ahead.
Let's go.
Where's the car at?
Check the jacket.
Yeah, damn. I ain't never been over here, man. Oh, I can't wait to catch your ass again.
Nah, miss me with the I can't wait to catch you. Motherfucker, you caught him. You was sitting in close quarters. You done caught an assault charge over it anyway. You didn't hit him with a fucking a tank top. You know what I mean? You hit him with a tank top. So you weren't cuffed. As far as 298 was concerned, you should have been cuffed a long time ago, probably smacked up already. You had your opportunity to get a clean shot on that officer, and guess what? You didn't do shit. So shut your mouth. All right? Shut your mouth. All right, shout out Vicente. Condolences and rest in peace to Young Jizzle's primo. Salutes. Young Jizzle, sorry to hear that, Mahiga. Prayers and blessings to your family, you, in this difficult time of grieving. May God bless you all. If you need someone to talk to, hit me up. Salutes. Shy, I know you don't believe that, Higa. Believe what? I know you didn't believe that, Higa. Believe which one? What did I believe? Well, when he was saying before that he was going to catch up with him, what didn't I believe? Fill me in. I'm confused. But miss me with the fucking, when I catch you, you didn't want no part of him. You had every shot at him, and what'd you do? You softly threw a fucking t-shirt at him.
You keep threatening her, man. You think that's gonna turn out well for you?
Man, what child is doing there, man? Yeah, every time I see him. What's your name? Yo, I never talked to you. Man, goddamn, why you want my ass town?
Bro, you in there with, you got your feet in the slush and in the ice and shit. You wildin', dog.
Lean back. Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's probably Officer Lee, man. That's not me.
You got everything out of there?
Yeah, I got it through.
He ain't going to jail.
Yeah, he is
Yeah,
now.
he going to jail. Yo, ladies, please, don't play yourself and don't play to do you with. If you going to call the police on him, just understand he going to jail. All the stupid shit that you think in your head, they're just going to make him leave. Eventually, it's going to turn to that, right? He got lucky with these cops. My bad. He got lucky with these cops that they were giving him the opportunity to leave. Usually that wouldn't be on the table. The cops would have antagonized him till he did some shit. You know? But look, he slushed up. He's stupid.
Oh, I can't wait to catch your ass again.
You keep threatening her, man. You think that's gonna turn out well for you?
Man, what child is doing there, man? Every time I see him. What's your name? Yo, I never talked to you. Man, goddamn, why you want my ass town?
The cops like, I never talked to you, bro. I don't know you. He's going to jail.
Lean back. Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's probably Officer Lee, man. That's not me.
You got everything out of there?
Yeah, I got it through.
He ain't going to jail.
Yeah, he is now.
Why?
For battering a police officer. So.
Battery on a police officer. You had your opportunity to slap dude and go to jail. Instead, you threw a soft-ass tank top at dude and went to jail. That he really wanted something to do something to the cop? Nah. I mean, he was running. You know he was running it. But the fact that you're still gonna go back to that well again after you had your opportunity and you threw a tank top, now you sitting there talking about, ooh, now you cuffed again talking about, ooh, I can't wait till I catch you. What? You didn't use that. You used that card up already. You can't use that shit again.
Yeah, he could have just walked away. He decided to batter an officer, so.
He could have just walked away. He too fucking crazy to walk away. The boy is batshit cuckoo. Right? He's out there bad. And she's all he had. All he wanted was the cop to dress him. Nah, ain't no put the socks on. He was wilding. Put the fucking socks on then.
He's going to jail now for that.
I don't.
And doesn't leave immediately, he can be arrested for that too. I'm concerned about you. That's why I'm pushing this, okay? I'm concerned about you. I don't want you to get hurt. Alright? But like I said, you're a grown woman, and that's
yeah, she's a grown woman. She want to get dicked down. She loved his crazy when he got her folded up in the corner of the fucking, you know. He loved that. She loved that part. Then she sent his ass back to jail. Get him out of here, officer. Then he comes back. This cop know he's coming back. He knows he
choice that you need to make. He made his choice, and now you need to make your choice about how you're going to prevent this from happening in the future.
Well, hopefully, hopefully he won't hurt me.
Well, you can hope. How far has hope gotten you in this life?
She said, hopefully he don't harm me. She sound like a dumbass chick, though. That's, you know what I'm saying? Dumb is dumb. Not a cop snitching. Young Jizzle, sorry to shout out Shannon. Young Jizzle, sorry to hear about your cousin. Deep condolences to your family. So used to you, Jizzle.
Not far.
But he didn't go to jail because of me.
He what?
He didn't go to jail because of me.
No.
See, and that he did go to jail because of you, because you called the police. So if it wasn't worth him going to jail, what the fuck you called the police for? Because you thought he was just gonna get put out. Always assume he's going to jail. Always assume it's gonna go bad. You need him that bad, but don't play around calling the police and playing and shit like that. You know? And now she wants that off her conscience. I want to be able to say to him and to myself, right? Everybody's been talking about the 100 men versus one gorilla. I saw Skinbone, shout out Skinbone, funny as fuck. Skinbone said 100 women versus 1,000 women versus accountability, or 100 women versus accountability. She just want to be able to wipe it off her that it ain't her fault he going to jail. You know what I mean? All right.
But he didn't go to jail because of me.
He what?
He didn't go to jail because of me.
No.
He did it because of him.
Exactly.
I was just trying to get him out.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because, yeah, it's alright. Like,
I'm advising you to get an order of protection. To do that, you need to call the Champaign County Sheriff's Department on Monday morning and tell them that you need an order of protection, and then they'll help walk you through the process. Okay?
He's a good person.
Let me ask y'all something. If she doesn't do that, if she doesn't go get the order of protection, right? If she doesn't go get the order of protection, he come back and hurt you, shouldn't that be on her? She not getting the order of protection because she want to get folded up again. Look, she's saying it right there. He's a good person. Shut your ass up.
Monday morning and tell them that you need an order of protection, and then they'll help walk you through the process. Okay?
He's a good person.
Come on, man. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. If you don't want him there, you don't want him around, file the order of protection. Right? You don't want to do that, and you end up bringing them back, then whatever happens to you, that's on you. You tweaked. You tweaked. This is all manipulation and playing one's self. Lying to one's self. She gonna brag about that shit later, talking about Pussy got Higgins wild and facts. She like, you ain't seen that body cam? The way he was talking to the cop is gonna get him tripping on the curb. Yeah, he played himself. He's done up. But she's playing herself over here. She was hoping he leaves. She probably got another motherfucker coming over and want him to go. But either way, she want him to leave. Now he going to jail. She want that off her chest. Cops telling her, future reference, go get a protection order. She don't want to do that because she want to get folded up again. She want him to come back.
He really is.
He's a good person.
Temple, thank you.
Fuck out of here.
He's a good person.
Right,
Cops
so
don't want to hear that shit.
You need an order of protection, and then they'll help walk you through the process. Okay?
He's a good person. He really is.
Temple, thank you.
He's a good person.
All right, so this is the county sheriff's department number. On Monday morning at 8 is when they open. You can call them. Okay? This over here is the file number for the.
Then something happens to me, then what happens to me?
If something happens to you, what do you mean?
Nothing can happen.
If something happens to you after the order.
See, this fake fear shit. You afraid or you not afraid? He a good person or you terrified? You need a protection order or you want to get folded up? Which one is it? This is disingenuous. This is playing with resources.
If something happens to you, what do you mean? Here is the file number for the...
Then something happens to me, then like, what happens to me?
If something happens to you, what do you mean?
Nothing can happen.
If something happens to you after the order of protection's in place? Or before? Okay. Do you mean like if he comes here and batter you or beat you up? Or what do you mean by something?
I don't know.
Yeah, so you would go to jail for that. If he comes here and hurts you, he'll go to jail. Okay? I believe that he has the potential to be a good person. But I also know that he's not thinking rationally.
He's not. That's the
And that
problem.
you can't rely on rational people or on unrational people to do rational things.
Yeah.
All right, it would be rational to come here, and if you told, like if I was over here and you told me to leave, I would get my things and leave. That's rational. Irrational or not rational would be what he did today.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can't rely on irrational people to make good choices and to do the right thing.
Cleo was...
Fuck, she keep rubbing her belly for and shit. Hungry. Fortunately, this is a toxic relationship, and I'm pretty sure statistically speaking, most women who get unalive want their abusers back in their lives, even if they call police and got an order of protection. Shannon said order of protection, just a piece of paper, just pisses off the man. Salutes Primo on the check-in. Damn right it's on her. Just like the other day when that woman decided to put herself and her kid's life in danger by getting into a car with her drunk bitch-ass baby daddy. Yeah, definitely adult decisions. You got to understand about the wife, though. Some of these women are codependent in the sense where they can't really do nothing on their own. That woman, and who knows if he was smacking her up, you know, I'm talking about that other case. Or whatever, or why she got in the back seat. But yeah, it's the adult's responsibility to take care of those children, and they fail. So it was pretty much out there trying to get the million. We cover a lot of heartbreaking stories. I don't know which one, but yeah. But my thing is, she knows he's fucked up, but she wants another taste. She okay with it.
Like if I was over here and you told me to leave, you know, to come here, and if I was over here and you told me to leave, I would get my things and leave. That's rational. Irrational or not rational would be what he did today. Okay, and you can't rely on irrational people to make good choices and to do the right thing.
Cleo was charged with aggravated battery on a peace officer.
That was the only charge. Aggravated battery on a police officer. Stupid ass. You played yourself.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
That guy didn't get to the crying stage, though. I will say that. No crying stage for Buddy. But he kind of played himself. He did the same shit that these suckers be doing on the internet. You can't do that shit. You can't have your opportunity that you've been begging for. Use it, misuse it. And then when you ain't got it no more, be like, ooh, I can't wait for that opportunity. Like, what? Can't wait to catch you. You just caught him. You had him. Raven said I had to break it down like a third grader. It's denial. Some of them have the smarts to understand it and comprehend it. It's just the denial is deeper than the, It's crazy. She wanted another taste. That's what it is. Salutes. I wonder if we should do wheels for like doing another I don't know, we're gonna have to fuck around, play with that wheel. There's probably other things we could do with it. Remember that recent heartbreaking story case we covered where the girl was in a toxic relationship with her baby daddy? had an order of protection. They got home and dude unalived everyone but her. Yeah, I haven't even edited that one yet to put on Ill Crimes. That story was nuts. Cowardly men. These are cowardly men, dog. These are not the cream of the crop. All right, these motherfuckers 100% badussy. You know what I mean? They're not the brightest bulbs in the hardware store. You know? But they do shit like that. Oh, I can't wait to catch you. When he catch him, he threw some panties at him. The fuck? Miss me with that shit. Hundreds up in the chat if we doing one more. Quickly. Hundreds up in the chat if we doing one more. If not, your boy's out of here. Try to do some auditions today. Try to get some more editing in. I'll be reporting from an undisclosed location on Friday night. Maybe we spin the wheel a couple times. Hundreds up if we doing another one. Shannon calling for one more. Raven calling for one more. We at 90 now. We are officially 95. 95 away from our 10,000 subs. Okay. 95 away from 10,000 subs. Right. Jonathan said we need to adjust the wheel. We need to back off my wheel. I'm taking suggestions, but that is all I am taking, suggestions. Right now that wheel looks good. Until somebody finds a logical he said, no, we can't make excuses. Well, that's what excuses are for, 298. To make excuses. Because sometimes things need to be excused. That's why they exist. Now, we can't make excuses for that shit. You choosing a higger over yourself and your kids at that point, and I've seen that play out in real life. I have too. And yes, as much as it's her decision, she could have gone and got a Uber or this or that. And, you know, she didn't choose that. She paid the ultimate price. JP's a damn live, boy. He said 10K 24-hour live stream. That would never happen. 100,000, 24 hours, easy. But y'all just got to suffer with me through everything, through the muck. It'll be mukbangs, movies, TV, work, business, all kind of shit. But I get it. It's up to the parents. But, you know, she tell him, I'm going to take an Uber. He going to smack her up in front of everybody. You know, she make the choice to get in the whip with him. I don't know. Dude's a super piece of shit, though. Dude's a super piece of shit. That lady was in the back seat of that car. She knew. She wasn't no part of the front. Shout out Raven, JP, Shannon, OCHOA. Hundreds up. All right. Let's get another poll goal. And again, about 30, 45 minutes. I give it that time so that YouTube can send the notification. I'll be dropping the Luis Conrique concert brawl breakdown. It wasn't a brawl. It was just chaos of cocainity insanity. You know what I mean? Shit was crazy. Let's get it. You played yourself, Leo. Lo cagaste. Right? I need, Jonathan, I need legitimate gripes about the wheel and legitimate suggestions. And then they will be suggestions. JP said, I've given suggestions for growth. Here's my most recent one. We should cover cars. What? No way. Why are we covering cars? Explain yourself. But you're all over the place. You talk about you get, and don't be yelling either. I see all those fucking caps, bro. I put you in a fucking battery.
Put him in a fucking battery, Mike.
You better relax, right? But explain that one. But you're all over the place. Explain the wheel too. Tell us what's the problem with the wheel. Give me ideas for the wheel. The wheel look good to me. Shout out Shannon, seen that up close. No, I agree. I'm sure a lot of us have. How much time did that dude get? Did we ever find out? All right. Oh, shit. All right. 298 might like this one. This one might lead to some conversation. Let me, no more poll. I'm going to make an executive decision. I'm going to say we're going to do this one. Meth head unalive after meeting trigger happy cops. All right? So I'm sure there's some discourse in there. Some kind of fucking conflict in the title says trigger happy cops. Now we'll be the judge of it. Let's see what we got here. Boom, let's get it.
They left supposedly. I want their ass out. They house up. They have up all my tractors, my vehicles, everything. I want them out of here.
Who's they? Just those two?
They left supposedly. I want their ass out. They house up. They have up all my tractors, my vehicles, everything. I want them out of here.
Who's they? Just those two? Is there a reason you don't want to?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, rolled off on me. Papa, that's a bad move.
On a sunny afternoon in June of 2000.
Oh, that cop was holding on for his shit, boy. Should have bailed, officer.
2023, Vernon County Sheriff's Deputy Bradley Brugman descended on a resident in the village of Genoa, Wisconsin, in relation to a welfare check. An unnamed woman contacted his department over concerns about her father, 61-year-old William Broadman's well-being. In recent years, his behavior had been described as unstable and erratic. In the months leading up to that point, it had been even worse. William had been addicted to meth for decades by 2023. He had lost his mother and father in similar circumstances at different points in his life and turned to meth to help deal with the trauma. In short, they passed away in 2003 and 2012 due to fires within his childhood home, the same home in which Deputy Brugman was about to arrive at.
Explain to me what's going on.
They left.
Can you guys step inside for a second while I talk to
They
them?
left supposedly.
Thank you.
I want their ass out. They fucked my house up. They have fucked up all my tractors, my vehicles.
Just said. I was reading.
2003 and 2000 to help deal with the circumstances by 2023. William had been addicted to meth for decades by 2023. He had lost his mother and father in similar circumstances at different points in his life and turned to meth to help deal with the trauma. In short, they passed away in 2003 and 2012 due to fires within his childhood home, the same home in which Deputy Brugman was about to arrive at.
Explain to me what's going on.
They left.
Can you guys step inside for a second while I talk to them?
They left supposedly.
Thank you.
I want their ass out. They fucked my house up. They have fucked up all my tractors, my vehicles, everything. I want them out of here.
Who's they? Just those two?
Up there.
Hey, William, where are you going?
I'm gonna go try and find a hat and some underwear that I could wear that they fucking stole all my clothes.
Okay. Are you grabbing it out of this truck up here? All right, well, I'm just gonna come. Is that okay if I walk with you?
Go ahead.
So wait, he's a custody. He got some custodies living with him. Now there's a welfare check with the custodies. He's mad. He got to go get some clean draws I don't know what the fuck is happening. Salute 298. There's a huge car culture in the U.S., especially with our members being spread out. Yeah, but it's just not one of my interests like that. I don't want to start just doing shit just cause. So, thank you for the suggestion. Keep them coming. Back to the wheel. Talking that shit.
You can check every damn thing you want.
Well, I don't need to look through anything.
Well, what do you do? What do you want to go to the truck for if you're not going to check it?
Oh, I just want to make sure you're not going anywhere.
Why? I got a
Yeah,
driver's license. I'm legal.
Okay.
Insurance, everything.
But William, with what I just walked up on, I want to know what's going on.
I want them to leave.
Okay.
Simple as that. I'm not doing it with you in my house sleeping.
Okay.
Wait, you went there for a welfare check. The daughter called. Is it his children in the house? I'm so confused.
Can't find my hat, can't find my underwear. Fucking they sold everything. Fucking only reason the grass is cut is because they did it with a damn push mower because they fucked up my tractor.
Okay.
They turned off the electricity. They got electricity because they switched it in their name and shut mine off. I'm sick of all this.
And they sold all your stuff, like your underwear?
Yes, they did. You're aware of it.
You're aware of it? Oh, shit. Not them draws. Them draws is gone. Where the draws at? That's where I draw the line. You in my home mooching and you sell the draws?
I'm done fucking around.
He's pissed.
You know what's going on.
The last time William's daughter had seen...
You know what's going on, officer.
You know what's going on.
The last time William's daughter had seen him was the day prior on the 15th. However, it was only brief. When she arrived, he initially slammed the door on her face and refused to speak with her. Given the fact she's his only child, she felt it was extremely out of character for him. She knew something was off. Eventually, the pair would speak. He would tell her that it was nothing personal against her, and he was just annoyed because he had people staying on his property in the trailer, and even though he had told them to leave, they didn't. What should be noted though is that no one was present when she arrived. It isn't entirely clear if anyone was indeed living there, or if William was seeing and speaking to people that didn't even exist. The latter, believe it or not, was more than likely the case, because as his daughter would later tell detectives, when she saw him prior to the 15th, that would have been in December of 2022, so roughly 6 months before that point, he stood by a wall at her home and began speaking to it while waving his arms around. Yes, he was speaking to a wall. Concerned, she...
Okay. So now he's pointing at the boyfriend and the daughter saying, I want them out, but they're saying, he's been saying he wants somebody out. We don't know who the somebody is.
Asked what he was doing, to which he responded he was making his way through a tunnel. During their brief conversation, she responded he was making to a wall. Concerned, she asked what he was doing, to which he responded he was making his way through a tunnel. During their brief conversation on the 15th of June 2023, William told his daughter that his neighbours were, quote, with him as they had been flying drones over his property, had been messing with his electricity, and had put cameras inside of his home. None of those were true. He was in an extreme state of paranoia due to the meth use. Shortly before William...
Don't mess with America, man.
William's daughter had contacted police on the 16th. Her boyfriend stopped by to check in on him, but there was no answer. Both believed he was within the property, as vehicles were present. They tried to call his cell phone but received no answer, so they contacted William's brother instead and asked for advice. And it was there he told them to contact police for a welfare check. You see, he told them he may have hurt himself as he had been partaking in unsafe activities recently, including digging the electrical box. William's daughter arrived at his home roughly 10 minutes before...
What option is there for families or for people? And here's the problem. Things are abused. What option is there for people who, man, your people are sick, you ain't got no money. Where do these people go? We just wait for them to crash out. We wait for them to dig up the electrical box, blow out the town's electricity and blow themselves up. We wait for them to take off with a police hanging off of the whip. We wait for them to... I don't know what you could do. You call the police for a welfare check, and it's a wrap. You done amplified the crash out now. But it's a matter of time with some of these people, man.
Or police did. When she got there, he finally answered. However, a heated back and forth ensued.
I say this. From what I've seen already, just in the teaser leading up into this video, I don't see no trigger-happy cop. I saw a dude take off with a police hanging off the side of his whip on a highway. That's what I saw.
This came as the result of him accusing the pair of stealing from his home.
Motorcycle parts.
Of him answered. However, a heated back and forth ensued. This came as the result of him accusing the pair of stealing from his home.
Motorcycle parts, chains, shocks, a rod. Fucking goddamn suspenders are fucking off. I'm sick of it.
So, William, I told them they're going to take off right now.
Yeah, thanks.
So,
yeah.
Can we maybe have a conversation, please, William?
Yeah. Get out of my ass.
He got no drawers on. He walking around holding his pants up, talking about get out of my ass. He was agitated at the end of his shit, boy.
Well, can you explain the situation to me? How you said they're
you fucking do your hand and wand and all that shit, and fucking this old lady fucking come and get my ass and fuck me up. And
okay, who's
it now? Yeah, sounds crazy, don't it?
No, who's? I don't know the whole situation. That's why if you could explain it to me.
Yeah. Easily. Yeah. Fucking orange peel. Excuse me. I gotta get some food because my refrigerator's fucking electric's on.
William, what's going on?
I don't need. You know it all.
No,
and if
William.
Don't know it all.
William.
Then I can't fucking make a report because you guys won't open up your door. Excuse me.
William,
excuse me, please, officer.
That cop was real patient, probably too patient to let him. If you didn't want him to go, you shouldn't have let him get in the car with the keys.
William.
You are stopping me from going on my property, and I'm not doing nothing wrong. So I've got to go. I'm low on gas.
William.
I got to put gas in.
William, I need to talk to you. I'm asking. Please talk to me.
No.
Is there a reason you don't want to?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
That's the assault right there. But you let him get in there and turn the car on, bro.
William ultimately fled from his residence and headed out onto Highway 35. He didn't get very far though because Sheriff's Deputy Brown, who was arriving as backup for the welfare check, saw him driving off. By that point, Deputy Brown had received the radio call about what had just taken place, so he gave chase. The pair drove a short distance and William eventually pulled over. They then spoke briefly and Deputy Brugman pulled up just moments later. What was about to unfold next was not only shocking, but was something that would be extremely controversial. So much in fact that the state of Wisconsin's Department of Justice would need to investigate the ordeal.
So when I pulled up, your daughter came outside crying. I mean, I understand they were on your property and you wanted them to leave.
Yeah, and I want them to stay off.
Okay, what was said?
I walked away, officer.
You just walked away? Yeah, I mean, that's what you were doing when I pulled up. You were walking away.
I don't know what was said.
Well, I mean, you were there.
You don't even remember.
So, why did they shut your electricity off?
Because I'm gay, because I put the hand on my face. Come on. I'm gonna fuck out of here, boys, okay? Gas station. I'm not going nowhere because I'm not against the law.
Give me your keys.
You're against the law.
Give me your keys.
Give me your keys.
Give me your keys.
That old man probably needed to be in a hospital or something. Not thinking straight.
Right now.
You're gonna have to take them.
I'm asking you for them.
And I'm telling you, you're going to have to tape it.
Okay. Are you going to try to drive away?
No, I'll try and drive your nose through your face.
Is that a
I'm
threat?
sick of it. No,
Is that
it's
a
not a
threat?
threat. Not a threat at all. That is a fucking promise.
Oh,
You're
shit.
not the law. You're a bought and fucking law. And I'm not going to go.
Okay. So what do you got for him? I'm just trying to talk to him to understand what's going on.
Okay, but you're not gonna get that, evidently. He ain't trying to explain it. He can't explain it. He's not there.
I'm going to go to the gas station and get
You on that method man. Don't mess with America. Jacked up.
some food.
You're not free to leave. Get your keys out of the ignition.
That's it, Papa. And there's no trigger happy cops. It's fair game at this point. Moment he drive off with that cop on the side and don't immediately stop, the rest shit is over with. Now, how do you smoke them and survive yourself while that car is rolling? I don't know how this is gonna go. And he's wilding.
Get! Oh my God!
Stop it! Fuck you! God damn it, stop it! Stop it right now!
Officer probably should have just let him go. You put yourself in a position, cop. Once he's accelerating, what you gonna do?
Fucking shit! Fucking shit! God damn it! 23 shots fired! He took off with me on the vehicle and refused to stop.
How'd they stop that car? And did he smoke them while they were still moving? That's what it looked like. Because they blurred it out.
Damn it, stop it! Stop it right now! Jesus Christ, dude!
That?
Fucking shit! Fucking shit!
Now
God
what?
damn it! Shots fired!
I could hear the other cop. What'd he do? He got in front of him? Got in front of him and slowed him up? That's the part we want to see.
He took off with me on the vehicle and refused to stop. He's out. He's out.
Shots fired?
Shots fired, dude.
Did you call shots fired?
Yes. I don't know if they heard it. Yeah, they got it.
Did you get EMS?
Yeah, that ain't no trigger happy. That ain't no trigger happy situation right there. Buddy was all the way within his rights to smoke somebody for doing that.
God damn it, dude. God damn it, dude. Driving right into fucking traffic.
Can we apply pressure or anything?
I got a first aid kit.
First aid kit?
I can't
Why you searching the vehicle? Oh, no. I was like, why you searching the vehicle already?
get into the rear of my car. Hey, do you have gauze? Something.
I have nothing. I have nothing.
Yeah, it looks like, Shannon, it looks like he aired them out while he was on the side of the car while they was driving, which is why I question how they stopped the car. I think all of that oh shit that the cop was screaming was because He had an unalived man behind the wheel of a car that he was hanging off of. That's a serious situation. In that shot, you can hear the sirens of the other cops. So did the other cop pull up in front of him and slow him down? I don't know. They didn't give us all that. You would think that's the stuff I want. I want to see that. How'd you stop that car?
23, we need EMS here, stat. We're at 35 just north of Darrell and Power on the northbound lane shoulder.
That could have ended bad. Cop could have smoked dude. They could have flipped over. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is a hard turn of that steering wheel, that rubber to bump on that road, and it's a wrap. You airborne. You should keep that step right there, because that step saved your ass.
What'd you say? Do you have traffic for them? No. This is 23. We're at 35 northbound lane shoulder, just north of Darrell and Power. Come on, dude. Come on.
Come on, what?
You got anything? You can't get in your trunk?
Come on,
William was pronounced dead shortly after being shot.
A long fucking pause.
William was pronounced dead shortly after being shot for driving while Deputy Brown clung onto his vehicle for his life. Many say that Deputy Brown took things a step too far and should have attempted to de-escalate further, whilst others say he did exactly the right thing.
No.
The body cam is out there, so I guess you can be the judge of that. Given the circumstances of the shooting, the Wisconsin Department of Justice investigated the matter to see if any charges needed to be placed against the deputies involved, and after a lengthy investigation, they decided that the actions were justified. Therefore, no criminal charges were brought forward. If you wish to take a deep dive into the 300+ page investigation report by the Department of Justice, which includes more footage that hasn't been included in this video, then I'll leave that linked in the description below.
I say this.
I'm not a woman beater, bro.
They was definitely within their shit. Did they need to de-escalate more? No. I think there was a good cop and there was a no-nonsense cop. And the good cop was going from the beginning. He was going beyond the Call of Duty, trying to, dude took off on him once. He didn't jump on the side of that whip. Dude drove off the second time. His partner jumped on the side of that whip. You're not just going to drag that cop. That cop had to make a decision at that moment, and the decision was made. Hold that L. It's a wrap for you. De-escalate as he was driving. Yeah, they wild. And guess what, Ape Huncho? To name that video meeting trigger happy cops, that's disingenuous. Y'all know that I'm not on the police's side when it comes to a lot of shit, but I'm going to call it down the middle. That wasn't no trigger happy police. That cop he did what he had to do. He did what any human would have to do, put in that position. If he had put in that position and having a hammer on him, that's your position is to get off of that whip alive before y'all flip over. And the reality is you don't know if ending him is going to get you flipped over anyway, Yeah. That shit's crazy. Hold on, let me see if you got that link in there. Let me see. I don't need all the pages because it's pretty cut and dry, but I'd like to see that other video. That link ain't in here, you lied. Oh, here it is. The share files. Just want to see if there's some video in here. That ain't it. That's the same one? Oh, it's the bottom one. looking to see if there's more video. I'd like to see how they stopped that car. That's a crazy stop, boy. Yeah, that wasn't no trigger happy cop. That was a dude fighting for his life. Shit. Damn, I'm looking for the videos. We got mad paperwork here. I'm looking to see if there's any video links. I don't see any. I would like to see how they stopped that car, that's for sure. No, there's nothing here. So calling it down the middle, yeah, they did what they had to do in that situation. Buddy needed a rehab 50 years ago. Alright, if I find that video, I'll let y'all know. Alright, y'all, unzip in the chat for y'all. We're gonna get out of here. We've been here 4 hours. It was supposed to just be a 2.5 hour stream. In about 45 minutes, we'll be dropping a premiere. And we'll go from there. I know 298 was first today. Shout out to 298. Shout out Pure Art. Velez. Zorada was in here earlier. Salute Shannon. Shout out JP. Guillermo Pop. Again, Velez. Hope everybody got that paper today. Millions! Shout out Upper Echelon. Fernando. HG. Vicente. Michael Scott. Stephen Malimba. Shout out Ricky Bobby. Young Jizzle, salutes to you. Condolences to you, your family. Salutes Ricky Bobby. My brother Oso. Shout out Vicente. Raven Jefferson, I appreciate you. Vernon Heim, salutes. I saw Primo was in here earlier. Shout out Primo. Alright. Boom. With that said, y'all have a good day. Alright, if your work day ain't over, get that money. Safe travels home. Shout out to everybody on the road. All the truck drivers, all the people traveling with their families. Salutes to you. Be safe. To everybody oppressing somebody beneath them, may the weight of the multiverse lay on your shoulders and crush you. Salutes. We got a premiere in 45 minutes. It'll be the concert breakdown of the savagery at the concert. And then there's some other stuff coming on Ill Crimes. There's always something. So make sure you sub up to Ill Crimes. Make sure you check out all our channels. Go to the homepage on our channels, and all the info's there. I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all Friday from an undisclosed location. We'll be spinning the wheel. And, yeah, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's get to this 10K. We 95 away from 10K. Take one of the videos that's got the that you think somebody can relate to or somebody would like to know about, send it to them. Share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Shout out Shannon. See you at the premiere. See you there. All right? That said, I will holla. Peace.